Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's that time, at least for me, Friday, 6 p.m. Now, actually 6:01 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So welcome wherever you may be in the United States or in the world. Thanks for being here. This is the time we meet. This time, whatever it is right now, write it down in your calendars. Have it repeat every Friday at this time, or even if it's Saturday where you may be in the world, if you're in Asia or Australia. It's hard to say, or Australia. Anyway, guys, thanks for being here. This is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan, the YouTube vegan live stream that is not hosted by a sociopath, a narcissist, or a grifter. It's just simple old me here. Ryan, it's simple old me. I'm quite simple, at least I believe I am. I'm 55 years old, so I'm a little older than a lot of you guys watching. A lot older than most vegan YouTubers that I see on YouTube. I've been doing this now for 12 and a half years. Doing pretty well. If you're new, my blood tests, if you want to see them, I'll put a link to them. Just search for the playlist on our channel. They're there. I've been putting them up since we started our channel back in 2013. Got my first vegan blood test in 2012. Went vegan in 2010. So hello, Pauline from Australia. I guess it's Saturday for you out there. So welcome, everyone. This is the Friday live stream. I've been trying to get a second one happen in the week. It just always seems to slip past me. But anyway, this is the Friday live stream where we dedicate it to answering all your questions. That's why it's called Ask Me Anything. You really can ask me anything as long as it's vegan related. I can't calculate how fast a rocket flies to Mars or something like that, how to figure out what's wrong with the transmission on your 240D Mercedes. I don't know these things, but we can talk about vegan things. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a weight loss expert. Veganism has nothing to do with that stuff. Even though there are vegan doctors and nutritionists and all that, I am not one. I'm a music producer, as you might be able to guess from my surroundings around me here. So yeah, don't expect me to be some kind of medical doctor or fake that I'm one, because I'm honest, I'm not one, and most YouTube people are not one as well, but they try to pretend that they are. Yeah, we should get a members only live stream there, Peter. You're totally right. Angie was talking about that too. And she wanted me to remind you, all you members only, that's all the people with the green names and those little medals or badges next to your names. We just released a members only vlog. I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. And we decided to premiere it so everyone could see it, even if you're not a channel member. That way you can still watch it. And we can't do a premiere with members only as well, we found out. So it's kind of sad to not be able to share it with you all. So that's a little thing to know. If you really can't contribute like $1.99 a month, you can watch some of these members only vlogs when we release them. But once it's been premiered, then we switch it over to members only. So that way, members only who can't make it for the live premieres are still able to watch it later on. So if you haven't watched it, members, check it out. So as tonight's title suggests here, Ask a Vegan Anything. Do you hate me and veganism? So we'll see if we can get some people coming here to talk about their hatred of me and you guys who are vegan and veganism in general. I thought I'd bring this topic up tonight because of the video I released yesterday about a Daily Mail article about the so-called fail of Oatly and plant-based milks and what have you, and all the hateful comments that this YouTuber called Jeff Buys Cars. I have no idea why a dude who's, I guess, into cars is even talking about Oatly and vegan hate. And he's promoted his video response not only promoted vegan hate, it promoted hate of all kinds of minority groups, because we are a minority group. It promoted hate for LGBTQ, feminism, people of color. It seemed to support like white supremacy, even in one of the comments that he happily shared. It was quite frightening, and it painted a very clear picture that hate is hate. If you can hate a person, if you do hate a person that you don't even know, you just simply hate them because of a personal choice they made to not eat animal products, or their personal, private lifestyle decisions of who they want to have as their spouse or lovers or what have you. If you hate people just for these things that don't affect you, but you get triggered by them because you're a precious snowflake with baby eyes that can't handle seeing people who are different from you, so it scares you, and you react in fear and you lash out, That's why we have so much hate against us as vegans. It has nothing to do with you being vegan. It has to do with this weird, bad psychological process I just outlined there. And it gets applied in all different circumstances, as the many I just listed there. So veganism is just one symptom of a much larger problem of people hating on various minority groups. So anyway, if you are one of these people who think it's your right to hate on people who are different from you, I'd love to hear your justification why you think it's totally fine to hate on vegans or people of color or people for their sexual preferences or their countries of origin. Please let me know why you think you're so special and so awesome and you're so correct and right. You have some inherent entitled right to be a bigot and hate on us, and how come it's not right for us to hate on you? Or are you cool with that too? You just want a world filled with hate. What a paradise, huh? So anyway, guys, if you are one of these people who just love to hate on others, particularly me and vegans, I would love to hear from you tonight. So, and everyone else though, feel free to just ask regular Ask a Vegan Anything questions. We don't have to dwell into the negative. But since since it hit me so hard yesterday with that video, and I put it out yesterday, May 1st, the first day of Pride Month, and I'm seeing so much hate going on with triggered baby eyes people who can't see a post about like, hey, happy Pride Month without getting triggered. I'm sure they get triggered on like Happy Vegan Day or something too. They probably get triggered, whatever. So anyway, actually it's getting quite warm in here. Maybe I'm getting a little hot. So let me turn my AC on here. All right, cool. Yeah, it looks like this will be a perfect temperature. But anyway, we can talk about any and all things. Like I said, we don't have to dwell in hate, but since I brought it up yesterday, and it's an issue that's near and dear to my heart, since, we all are victims of it. All of us as vegans are victims of hate, whether you realize it or not. Hopefully you're starting to see that we are, and I wish it weren't a world like that. Why do people have to hate you? Because the food you decide to eat. Anyway, I thought I saw a couple questions there, like, heathen, why do people think a vegan diet is only for privileged people? People will make up any stupid excuse, heathen, any lame, fantastical, non-reality, non-evidence-based excuse as to why they can't go vegan or why people can't go vegan, and that's just one of them. Really, what's so expensive? Ask these people, what's so expensive about some of the foods that at least I personally eat, and most vegans I know personally eat a lot of, like grains. What's cheaper than like rice? What's cheaper than going to the market and buying like a big sack of potatoes that'll last you like 2 weeks for like, you buy it for like $10 or something like that? Please let me know if what is meat that's cheap. You can get like $10 of meat. It'll last you and your family for like 2 weeks. I doubt it. People just don't know what vegans eat. As we saw in my video from yesterday from all those haters, they have these fantasies. Oh, vegan food is all super processed, and like, really, you've never eaten a vegetable or a fruit? So when people say that, they have non-reality-based fantasies as to what vegans eat. And again, I don't know if these fantasies are based more in ignorance or just making stupid excuses up so they don't feel bad that they're not vegan or something. I don't know, but these reasons make no sense. Hey, Uncle, yes, vegans rule. Let's see, Fu Man has a question. Will AI determine we are pests and treat us as such? No Skynet nuclear holocaust, just spray us. I have no idea what kind of capabilities AI is going to get, but I read that at least here in the United States, and hopefully the whole world is following along, that they're not letting like computers and AI take control over like nuclear launching capabilities because they might not really understand what they're getting themselves into, the AI. So well, hopefully we can all sleep a little bit better because of that. Let's see. Yeah, it is in style to hate vegans right now, Sweet Potato Sister, but I've noticed it's really in style, at least for a certain group of people out there, just to hate. They just love to hate. They're all pissed off at LGBTQs and trans. They're pissed off at, vegans. They're pissed off at whatever, wokeism. It's just really popular to hate right now. I don't know if it's Fox News here in the United States, but it's just really popular to hate. Todd Smith, hey Ryan, Atlanta, Georgia, checking in. Awesome. Let's see. Hey, Graven, to be fair, food is expensive AF right now. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, everything. It's inflation. You guys, we're all like, been feeling it. Unless you're like super like 1% millionaire or something like that, you might not notice. But yes, everything's been expensive for a while now. Plants and I imagine meat is kept pace with inflation, maybe even more so inflated than plants. I don't know. But yeah, it's not like I've heard that meat's so cheap right now. Let's see. Don't worry, be happy. Just read an article that AI trained drones, which could be I saw about this, which could be overridden by an operator. Learned that they should attempt to eliminate the operator. See, this is the problem with AI. It might not understand that the decisions it's making are, the decisions are bad. It kills people. It might destroy the planet, all of humanity. Who knows? So hopefully AI doesn't ever get to something like that. Yeah, Uncle, this is like the nicest day of the week. I mean, for most of this week, we didn't see any sunshine at all. I mean, all clouds all day, all night. The sun finally broke through a little bit this afternoon. I think it's still sunny out there, so we'll take it. Yeah, it's been a really socked in May gray, as they call it here, turning into June gloom. A year of pure enjoyment. I saw, Peter got a notification there too of his year. God, we've been doing this for a year now, guys. The Happy Fam members only thing. Wow. We should do a celebration live stream next week or something like that. I guess it's tonight. I didn't put that all together. I wish YouTube would have let me know beforehand. Yeah, Travis, that is a fear that there was so much misinformation in our 2020 election, the run up to it, particularly. Who knows what the 2024 one may be like, huh? It could take, supposedly misinformation to a whole new level, because I've seen Chat GPT put out misinformation. I've asked it questions about like my musical history, my bands and stuff. It'll name albums that I made, but it'll list songs on it that I've never made. I've never heard of. Like, where did you get this song title from? Like, it's done that multiple times. I go, wow, it's a cool title, but I never wrote that song and it's not on my album. I think I would know. So anyway, who knows how wacky and zany it could be. Graven, AI can't do worse than people. I agree, but we could be wrong. We could be really wrong. Like that example of the drone operator. The AI thought, hey, if we just kill the drone operator, we can do whatever we want. So it could be. I mean, it would do the same things people do, but it could do it much more efficiently, which could make it worse than people. Yeah, the decisions on their own may not be any worse than people's, but the efficiency in which they can carry them out and the mass reach that these decisions can have could be really frightening. Uncle, Denver has been a cloudy, rainy time in Denver area. Are you in Denver right now? How would you know that? Or are you watching the NBA Finals or something like that? Can AI be set up to fact check the elections? I don't know if AI is good for fact checking. I don't know, because it seems to be cool with misinformation or just kind of lying to your face. It'll just say something with such confidence you assume it to be true. Did you hear about that story where a lawyer is in trouble because he did some research into trying to find cases that set precedent for something that he wanted to rely upon in his arguments. And the opposing attorney said, hey, we tried to look for these cases and they don't exist. And long story short, the lawyer got these results from ChatGPT, but never fact checked them to see if these cases really exist. It made up whole names like Brown versus Ed, 1982, whatever. It just made them up, had quotes from the trial. It just made all this stuff up. So what was I going on that? So yeah, I'm saying AI can just bold-faced lie to you and not even really know it's lying. Just be totally like, yeah, this is totally cool factual information when it's not. Graven, it's been raining all day. Will rain tomorrow and the next day. Wow, that's tropical living for you there, huh? I know it's not always like that, but that can happen this time of year. Let's see. What's that, Peter? Ryan, can you see these hearts on the screen that we're clicking on? I guess it must be a new feature. Wow, did you guys see that? I remember I thought I saw something when Diana Bananas and you got those badges put up in the comments about your 1 year anniversary of being channel members, but I don't know. I don't know if I saw them or not. Let me know if you see them again. John, no, Todd, what's the problem, if any, with texturized vegetable protein? That's a loaded question. Like, is there a problem? Let me know what the problem is. I've not heard of a problem with TVP. Has anyone used AI to generate vegan meal plans or vegan recipes? I think Angie's done a little bit of fooling around with that. I forgot what her results were like. You're seeing all kinds of hearts? Wow. Huh. Okay, I'll make sure to look at both screens here. Huh. Interesting. Let me know when you see them again. But your comments will be delayed a few seconds, so I might not see them. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Let me close this. Google's telling me, or YouTube, now would be a good time to insert ads. Creators earn even more money inserting ads. The more viewers are watching. Give it a try. I'm gonna hit close because I don't want to do that right now. YouTube is just concerned about money, obsessed with money. Yeah, sure, money's cool, but I'm not gonna degrade our live stream experience by putting ads in the middle of them live. Yeah, YouTube might do that during the play. Like when you guys watch it after the fact, and you guys watch it later on, like say you miss a night, does it insert ads on those live streams? Let me know. I'm curious, but I'm not going to insert ads here live. I mean, I might be talking about something really cool and then some stupid ad comes, you know? So I'm not going to do that. Let's see, don't worry, be happy. You don't see them. You don't see the ads, or you don't see the hearts and stuff floating around. St. Peter Runner, you appreciate that? Dude, yes, I tell you, I'm at this weird phase now in my life. I'm really weird. I just feel like I just want to do things right. I want to do things like because I want to do them, and I want to do them with quality. You know, it's like my music and stuff. And I apply it to here too. I'm not doing this for money. If I wanted to make money, I would do something else. You know, I mean, yeah, there are some YouTubers that are doing really, really well, but you know, they're in the vast minority. You know, so yeah, if I really wanted to, like, you know, my goal was to, like, you know, maximize my time as far as money goes, this would not be my career choice. I do this because I enjoy my vegan outreach, my vegan activism, and I appreciate the niche I've kind of built for myself, responding to anti-vegan nonsense, responding to the misinformation, the vast amounts of misinformation, whether it's intentional or out of ignorance, I don't know, but there's so much misinformation out there about veganism. And, you know, other people are kind of doing that too, but I feel like this is like my wheelhouse. Maybe I started it kind of, sort of. I don't know. I'm not going to take credit for it, but it's what I enjoy doing, you know? So anyway, let's see what you guys are talking about. AJ sees the hearts. Wow. I don't know what's going on tonight. Oh, Giovanni, you got YouTube Red, so you don't deal with ads. Awesome. You're on the phone and see it. Maybe it's mobile. Are you guys on mobile that are seeing the hearts? That makes sense. I know the technology of the YouTube mobile app is different than the web app, so it's easier for them to make these changes, I think, if you're seeing them. You know, all the hearts on the screen. I wish I could see them. I'll play this back later on my iPad and see if I see this stuff. Foo, are you having an LSD flashback right now? If so, just take a deep breath and chill. So AJ, you're on an iPad and you are seeing the hearts and stuff, AJ? Let me know. No, you're seeing it on the PC too? I'm not seeing this stuff, man. What is going on? Huh. I don't know. Wow, you guys are seeing stuff that I'm not seeing here. Don't worry, be happy. You're on a Mac laptop and you are seeing them, or no, you don't see. Maybe it's not working on the Mac right now because I have I'm using my Streamlabs streaming software in front of me here, but over to the right here, I have a web browser open on my Mac, and I'm not seeing any of this stuff. So maybe that's what's going. Hey, Hippista, thanks so much. Thanks for the first and hopefully not last super chat tip of this Friday night live stream. So thank you. JL, maybe that's it, huh? JL may have nailed it. Why I'm not seeing them. You have to have a certain level of vegan deterioration to see the hearts. maybe that's the mystery solved there, huh? Thanks. Let's see. Do I have the chat open? Yeah, I'm watching the chat right now. In two ways. I see some hearts from Uncle right now, but I don't think that's what he's talking about, right? Is there some like other hearts besides like what Uncle just did there? But yeah, let me know. I want to know what this new feature is. Hello, Fabian Espinoza Viveros from Chile. Buenos noches, amigo. Jesse, Jamos Minor, your sister-in-law bailed on being, quote, vegan, really just plant-based, supposedly for collagen. Aside from her bogus excuse, have you looked into vegan collagen? No, I don't know anything about collagen, let alone vegan collagen. Completely ignorant. My knowledge level is 0 out of 100. So I'm the wrong person to ask about that. See, guys, again, I want to point out how I'm honest with you. If there's something you ask that I don't know about, I'm not going to BS you. I'm not going to pretend I'm so smart. I know everything there is to know about vegan. No, I'm honest. It's not, yeah, when something's outside my area of knowledge or experience or something I learned about personally or research, if it's totally out of that, I'll be honest with you and see. Maybe I'll see if anyone. I will ask if anyone has any experience with that in the live chat here. Hey, Dana, thank you so much, Dana. Much appreciated. Thank you for our second, hopefully not last, super chat tip of the evening. Yes, you guys are so awesome. Really, Latifah just sums it up so beautifully here. This is a great vegan community, and I have worked hard over several years to develop this great vegan community. And I want to thank all of you guys, and also Uncle and Peter, and occasionally Wujita and Tracy, the vegan, who come on and help moderate and keep things like, under control. Sometimes I'm busy dealing with some knuckleheads trying to debunk veganism or what have you. I might not have the time to see every last troll or people swearing, cursing, starting trouble, mischief, and all that. So thank you guys. Yeah, this is not a haven for free speech or anything. You just can't come in here and be a dick and yell at me, or especially yell at you guys. I want to protect all you guys here. So I thank our moderators for being on top of that. I just want to make sure you guys know, if you see any Uncle and Peter, if you ever see anyone just being a complete, or even not a complete, just being a mean person to any of our viewers here, any people in the chat getting some hate from some mean person, ban the mean person. This is not a haven for free speech, hate, or anything like that. There are basic rules if you want to engage with me and with our community here too. Let me just put them up here. Basically, these are not really hardcore rules, just basic rules of not getting your ass beat in the real world. And I apply it here. Like when you're out in the real world, you kind of have to be civil if you're going to be a dick and start being racist, sexist, ageist, doing personal attacks and harassing. You might get your ass beat, or you might get fired or expelled from school or suspended or what have you. So just bring that basic civility here as well. And no spamming or trolling. Just don't I can spot spamming and trolling, so none of that. We really don't have too much trouble with spam. We used to. I think YouTube has gotten rid of those adult porn site spams that used to comment from bots. If you're trolling, we'll notice you too. And when trying to debunk veganism, the most important thing is don't just keep throwing poop on the wall, see what sticks. No, just bring your best argument. Tell me why you hate me. Tell me why you hate veganism or whatever, and stick with it. Stick like it sticks on the wall. No, I mean, stick with it. Don't jump to some other thing. Oh, that line of reasoning wasn't working. Let's fling another poop on the wall and see how that works. No, give me your best argument, your best example, and just defend it. Just articulate it clearly, and I will give you my best, honest, critical thinking response to it. All right, that's all we ask for. Some basic rules of civility. Craig Benephile, I'm not sure, are you here to ask me something like why you hate vegans or something like that? I'm not sure. Or are you a vegan? I can't tell from what you're talking about there, Craig. So let me know. Those mad Middle Easterns, what are you talking about? Have you guys been following what Craig is saying here? Is there some kind of hate speech going on here? Because that's one thing we don't tolerate here is hate. If you want to come here and tell me why you hate me, cool. But don't say you don't like Middle Easterns. If I'm misunderstanding you, I forgive you. But I just reading what I'm seeing in front of me here. Let's see. Oh, I didn't see that, Dr. Bear. Hey, Dr. Bear. She's telling AJ Vintage that lifting vegan logic spoof video was hilarious. But who did he spoof? What did he spoof? You missed the sex box, Travis. Hey, I can write you a sex bot script. Actually, I could probably just have ChatGPT pump out some code, and we'll run a sex bot just for Travis here. Let's just like make spammy, trolly comments to Travis. Just kidding. We won't do that. Don't worry, be happy. Yes, this is one of my pet peeves here too. Yes, I agree with you. Don't worry, be happy. Let's read this because I know there's a lot of vegans that have the sort of authoritarian, fascist, dictator leanings, and I'm totally not into that anyway at all. Can we agree that there is no one way to be vegan and that we should not attack other for the choices we make in terms of vegan purity? Hello, yes, exactly. Oh, okay. Thanks, AJ. Lifting vegan logic spoof saying veganism is a cult. Yeah, it is a cult. I mean, who's he joking? This is a cult, right? I'm wearing the t-shirt, right? It's totally a cult. Big Indian Bindi. I don't understand your question. Hey, Ryan, I was wondering how large is your own? Is that something I should know? Like, what does that mean? I don't know. Craig, you kind of have this bot vibe. Remember my rules here, like no spamming or trolling. Let me know if you have a question, Craig, that I can answer. So if you have a question, I don't know, just start right now. I don't know what you're talking about sugar and stuff, but ask me a question. If you have some question about veganism or food or sugar, and I'll try my best to answer. But right now, I know you're probably not trying, but you have the vibe of a bot right now. Yeah, even Graven doesn't. None of us really understand what you're saying. So try really hard to just slow down there, and Craig, and just type your question and nice and slowly think it before your fingers start going on the keyboard. Just think it through and just try to say what articulate it clearly. Be concise and clear. I know that's hard for some of you guys, but give it a shot. And maybe Craig is an AI bot. I don't know. You might be right, Uncle. Hey, VLAM, good to see you. Happy Saturday out there in Asia. Let's see. Oh, Dr. Barrier, speaking of your electric car, I want to thank you for bringing the Nissan Leaf back into my world here of like my next car. I had totally kind of forgotten about the Nissan Leaf, and since you told us about it last Friday that you just got one, I was looking it up, comparing it to the Hyundai Kona, which I'm looking at too. Yeah, very similar price and features, so it's on my radar. And yeah, I told you I'm thinking about moving to Hawaii in the far future, and they do have a Nissan dealer there, so they could service it and sell it and all that stuff. So I wouldn't be stuck with a car I couldn't get fixed ever. So yeah, it's on my radar for sure, Dr. Bear. You had your electric car for 2 weeks, and it's been great. I can charge it at work. I don't miss going to the gas station and $50 per week on gas. I hear you. I tell you guys, with my plug-in hybrid, I buy gas maybe once every 2 months, depending if I do a long road trip or not, which I usually don't. And then when I buy gas, I buy like 3 gallons. You know, I think last week I splurged and bought 3.25 gallons. That's like $15 or something like that. And like every 2 months, it's so amazing not giving all my money away to the petroleum companies and supporting geopolitical situations that I'd rather not, support and all that. So this is cool. Craig, actually, you're on really thin ice now, Mr. Craig Benefield bot. One last time, ask us a question. Ask me a question rather than this trolley thing. I'm giving you one last opportunity before I or Uncle or Peter blocks you for violating our rule of spamming or trolling. Number 2, you're doing one of the both two. You're probably just doing trolling, but you're not you're not making sense. You're just saying kind of weird stuff over and over again. Maybe you're like way over our heads. You're like super AI bot intelligent. We just can't like, comprehend. What's that, Dr. Bear? Agreed. I love not financially supporting Chevron, Shell, the Saudi royal family, all that stuff, right? I mean, really, like when you look at petroleum companies, they're all really bad, Russian government. I mean, it's all the money ends up in places that we'd rather not it go into. Usually, So, instead, I'm charging at night when there's plentiful electricity here in Southern California, and California's like way ahead of the game compared to most states. I forgot what percentage of our electricity here in California comes from clean renewable sources. It's really high, So it's awesome. It's way cheaper. I charge at night. I have a special rate that I get having an electric plug-in car. It's like cheapest at night, and that's when I charge up. And it's amazing. Yeah, I hardly even notice a difference on my electricity bills, to be honest. Are cars more vegan now? Yeah, the hardest thing might be to find a steering wheel that is made without leathers. Might have to look around for that. But yeah, it's getting more and more friendly. Even Tesla, who didn't want to have vegan interiors, finally gave in a few years ago. Hey, Wardasan 10, thank you for the super chat tip there. Much appreciated, Wardasan 10. I like the idea of veganism, but what? Some vegans are very arrogant. Well, a lot of non-vegans are very arrogant. Have you seen some of the videos that these anti-vegans make about me just lying and just being just arrogant dicks? Have you seen that? I mean, being arrogant is not a property of vegans. It's a human trait that some vegans have and some non-vegans have. And I venture to guess that the amount of arrogant vegans is directly proportional to the percentage of arrogant non-vegans. Anyway, they want to call what I eat decaying. When you eat a plant, that decaying too. I've been on YouTube since 2013. Let's just talk about me. I don't know who these some vegans are. Do you have any particular names you'd like to share with me there, Wardasan 10? I can only speak about my activism because that's what I do. I'm not responsible for every last vegan out there. I'm trying to say is I don't ever recall describing non-vegan food as decaying. That's kind of a weird thing to call it. I guess it's technically true, but that's not the verbiage that I really think I've ever used. Maybe I have once. I made like 2,000 YouTube videos over the decade. Maybe I have, but it's probably like 0 to 1 times or something like that. So what else is your problem there? Let me look. Your issue. So some vegans are arrogant, and I apologize for them. If you were on when I started this, hey, this is the vegan YouTube channel and live stream that is not hosted by a sociopath, a narcissist, or a grifter. Some vegans are extremely arrogant. Yeah, I agree. And some vegans are nice, friendly, chill people like myself. When you eat a plant, that's decaying too? Okay, I guess so. I mean, some plants are really decaying. Fruit and vegetables decay rather quickly. Your grains and dried legumes and nuts and seeds, they decay at a much slower rate. You could leave them out in the kitchen sink for weeks and nothing bad will happen to them. So I'm not sure decaying is like the attribute that distinguishes plants from meat or anything like that. But let me know if you have anything else you want to share about that. What's your name again? Wardasan. And thanks for the tip. What do you guys think I should do with Craig, aka the bot guy? What should I do? I've asked him many times to give us a point, and he hasn't. So let's see. Uncle, can you put him at least in timeout, and our AI bot can think about it for 300 seconds if he wants to return here to our polite vegan forum and actually converse in a manner that human brains can comprehend? Maybe he's speaking in a way that only AI bots can comprehend and converse back and forth. We're not on that level yet, Craig. I'm sorry. I apologize for my lower human intelligence. None of us understand what the F you're saying, okay? So if you want to come back in 300 seconds and speak in a more just concise, that was the word I used, articulate, concise manner that humans with normal intelligence can understand, come back. But I think you might be that that guy that comes back every week and makes new accounts. He probably just had some text ready to go. He might be an alien. I don't know. Is Jordan here? Hey, Jordan. Hey, how's it going? Jordan says ban. We'll put him in timeout. We'll give him or her the benefit of the doubt. I'm pretty sure it's a him though, and see if he can come back and join our rules, our community here. And if not, then we will gladly ban him. Peter, I know you sent me the oat milk is a scam video, and I saw what you wrote earlier. You wrote something about that. Tell us what you said about in that oat milk is a scam video that you want me to take a look at and respond to. Let me tell us again. What was, they killed a cow or something like that? Let me know. Jesse James Miter, what's that? Ryan is merely vegan for the animals. Typical vegan. What's that in response to? But yeah, I'm vegan for the animals. Like, yeah, that's what veganism is. You're vegan for the animals. I'm not vegan for the trees or for the cars or vegan for my friends. I'm vegan for the animals. They used a photo of the cow that they had personally shot in the head, Peter, as a way to use a tell. Wait, let me read. So in this oat milk is a scam video that you want me to read, to watch and respond to. Where did you learn this? They used a photo of a cow that they, the makers, shot in the head as a way to tell us they love their cows. Oh, so if you love a sentient being, one valid way of expressing that love is to shoot it in the head. Well, keep these people away from family members and children and any loved ones, because I don't want to be on those people's loved ones list, because that is absolutely insane. I can't think any other way. Just sociopathically insane. If that is what they truly believe, that one valid form of expressing love to another sentient being is to shoot that sentient being in the head. Wow. That just shows you how effed up this world is. People are justifying murder and killing by saying, oh, it's done with love. It's cool. It's totally cool, bro. Don't worry. A Game Changers sequel? No, I didn't hear about that. Where'd you hear about that, Giovanni? You give Tofu a bad name, shot in the head, and you're to blame. You give Tofu a bad name. I'll try to learn that Bon Jovi song. I don't think it's that hard. It's just the basic rock chords. Anyway, you've had a few food. What if you had a few drinks, hits of LSD? What'd you have tonight? Hey, Jordan, as a teen, I learned that animals are here with us. Yeah, they're here with us, not for us to do with as we please, to manipulate and exploit as we just fancy, just so we can get our kicks and make some money out of it. They're living sentient beings, such as as we all are. Do I hate any particular vegans? There's vegans I like more than others, and there's a few vegans that I really dislike, and those vegans I have banned. Some of them have big YouTube channels, some don't, and they just come here and act like level 5,000 vegan a-holes with their fascist death cult crap. We just ban them. So yeah, there's vegans I like more than others. It's just because someone's vegan doesn't mean I automatically like them. There's some really rotten, horrible, just mean, just low-life scumbag vegans, just like there's some mean, horrible, low-life scumbag non-vegans. Just because you're vegan doesn't make you cool, doesn't make you a good person. You could be a total asshole before going vegan, and when you turn vegan, you're not all of a sudden this enlightened, great person or something like that. You're still probably going to be an a-hole. Anyway, Adrian, no, once I ban someone, I mean, I'm just not making a political statement. I just cut off all ties. It just means, hey, I'm 55. How many years do I have left on this planet, assuming I don't get ran over by a truck or something like that? Yeah, maybe 40, 50 years. I'm really lucky, you know? I want to spend the rest of my time wisely. And if someone's just going to be a dick and, not, basically abide by the simple rules of engagement that I expect of anyone. Like when I went to the gym today, someone was being a dick and I called them out on it. If someone's gonna be a dick, I'm not gonna hang out with you. I'm not gonna talk to you. I'll talk to someone who's not gonna be a dick. Think about it. If I had my choice to talk to someone who's gonna be a dick and someone who's not gonna be a dick, who do you think I'm gonna go talk to? So that's what I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go chill and hang out with the people who know how to behave as far as just being not being a dick. Okay, anyway, howdy, having Trader Joe's Kitchery. Whoa, I think I heard about that. They have it there. JL, when you went vegan, a visible halo materialized over your head and has never left. I may have heard about that. Turning vegan. I mean, I'm just thinking, yeah, I mean, I could get ran over by a truck or something tomorrow on the freeway. Who knows, but assuming I don't and I live a long, healthy life, yeah, I have limited time on this planet. I want to use it wisely. I don't have too much time to squander is what I'm saying. And so what's that, Graven? I don't like all vegans. Yeah, you don't have to. A lot of vegans are horrible people. And there's some really nice vegans too. And there's more nice vegans than horrible people. But anyway, either some vegan YouTubers are weasels, they're full of, the worst. Yeah, there's some vegans that are as bad as any carnivore people. Again, just because one is vegan doesn't make that person automatically a non-a-hole. If they're an a-hole, they could be an a-hole vegan. Ripple is also a Grateful Dead song. Yeah, I played that like a month or so ago. Ripple is a pea protein milk and it tastes like half and half. Let me see if I have a pick. Let me try to play Ripple. Let me see. Let me go for it. Too bad Vian Moyman ain't here. I have to warm up to launch into a song of that complexity. I'm really slow. I like to just play slow scales and chords, and then I'll build up to something like a Ripple. I'm way better than that, Jordan. That sucked. That was really bad. But as you can tell, I can play. That just me. I haven't picked up a guitar for several days. Yeah, Fred Sanford, he dug Ripple wine. If you guys ever seen Sanford and Son, he's always referring his Ripple and Thunderbird. Is that right? That show's so out of hand. Anyway, hey, Astro Alumnus, what's up? Do you wish you could play like that, Trini? I could play better than that. Graven, you're wearing a Grateful Dead shirt right now. Got it from Target last week. Target has cool stuff. I got this Pink Floyd pullover hoodie. You've probably seen it in many vlogs over the many years. I got that at Target too, like maybe 5 years ago. It still looks fine. It was made to look old, like it's been washed 100 times. Now that I've washed it like a few times, it looks even more old. Let's see. Buy the book. Hey Ryan, do you play the guitar on your song Sandcastles? Yeah, I play every last guitar on that album. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much play all our guitar. There's some guitar samples I've used occasionally on a few odd songs, but not Sandcastles. All that is my guitar playing there. I have some crazy guitar playing on Sandcastles. Whenever I listen to that, I go, wow, I'm kind of surprised and impressed and proud of my guitar playing on our song Sandcastles. I'm playing jazz chords, I'm playing jazz solos, and I play this hardcore funk blues jam solo and some ethereal shoegazer stuff on top of it. It's a cool song. I don't know what I was smoking back then. Jordan, I missed your super chat. Oh my God, Jordan. Hey, I missed it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jordan. My apologies. Was I playing guitar then? I'm sorry if I was. Let me see. I'll read all your super chats. Thank you, Jordan. And thank you, Wardisan. So let me get Jordan's first here. Let's see. Jordan, you used to be a troll on other channels until you found out you're eating an animal. I became vegan once I found the truth they were animals. What's that, Jordan? You used to like troll vegan channels like as an anti-vegan? Let me know. That's new information if that's what you're saying there, Joe. I used to be a troll on others' channels until I found out I'm eating an animal. Let me know more about that, Jordan. That sounds interesting. I wasn't aware. Let's see. And Wardisan 10, what do I like about living in California? Thank you guys, both of you, for your super chats. I assume you're a guy. Wardisan, whatever. Thank you, both of you fine people, for your super chats. I'm kind of over California. I've lived my whole life here, basically. Yeah, my whole life. I mean, yeah, except for traveling, vacations and travels with my band and stuff. But yeah, I'm kind of over California. I'm ready to move on somewhere else. It's crowded here. It's expensive here. So I'm going to go somewhere else that's going to be probably just as expensive, but way less crowded. So, but yeah, California's cool. If you want to come and live here, I'm sure, 5-10 years, you'll love it, maybe even longer than that. Some people are fine living here the whole lives. I'm ready to try something else. Bob Hill, I got to look up bone char. What the hell is that? Is that a part of an animal, Bob? Why would I want to look up bone char if I'm vegan? Unless I'm misunderstanding what you're talking about there. You got to get going, Peter. If that's true, that's cool. If that's so, thanks for being here as long as you can. I see that you sent the video to my IG, so I will check my IG. So thanks, Peter. I appreciate all the videos you sent me, guys. Peter especially, you send me a lot, and I use a lot of your videos there, Peter. So I will check it out, see what's coming. A lot of you guys, I got some other like anti-vegan, some video how vegan diets are not healthy. I just got a few links to that today. So that might be my next response video. So I'll check that out because there's so much information out there that vegan diets are healthy. So if you have some knucklehead, I'm like saying vegan diets are unhealthy. I want to see the evidence because remember, extraordinary claims demand or require extraordinary evidence, and there's so much evidence stating or showing that vegan diets are healthy as long as you do it sensibly and don't starve yourself on like juice or fruit or something like that. I'd like to see what the hell this information is. Graven, Bob Hill wants to know why alcohol isn't vegan. His Google must be broke. A lot of alcohol is vegan. I mean, isn't beer made out of like hops, barley, stuff like that? A lot of wine is vegan too. A lot of wine is not vegan. Got to look. There's a website, barnivore.com. Just go there. It's pretty surprisingly complete, not 100% complete, but you can type in, like, I want to go see some wineries in Temecula in a few weeks or soon, you type in the wineries and most of them are in there, surprisingly, even these kind of smaller wineries, and they'll tell you, like, all their red wines are vegan, or all of them are fine, or none of them are. You can look it up. So some beer is filtered. Yeah, you got to watch out. But yeah, as far as wine goes, there's a great resource, barnivore.com. I'm not sponsored, but I use it quite often, to figure out what winery I want to go to, or if I'm out at a restaurant, I see their wine list, go on your cell phone, look up barnivore.com, type it in, like the winery name and what variety you're getting, the varietal or whatever, and they'll usually come back. And if it's not on there, I'll just keep typing in until I find one. Yeah, Barnivore is very useful. Hexproof Anarchist. Very, very useful. Hippie Pisces, you're reading 80-10-10 right now. That's interesting reading. You'll notice if you look in the back of the book, there's not a lot of... I was thinking of Doug Graham's Grain Damage. I think I have 80-10-10 back here. It's kind of disguised or put out there like being science and anthropology. But there's no real studies I remember listed supporting any of his outrageous claims and stuff, how cooked food is poison and not appropriate for humans and you got to eat only fruit or something like that. It's an interesting read. And if you want to go down that road of trying raw for a bit, that's cool. But, it's not really anchored in science. I should see if my copy's back there. I think it's underneath the lamp table back there, I think. Anyway, I'm not surprised about that, Fu. Like that, your governor. Nothing really shocks me about that dude anymore. Let's see. So anyway, I must have missed. Are there any questions I missed? In the past couple minutes. Let me see if anyone's asking anything you want to let me know. And I haven't seen anyone come here tonight. I don't see anyone coming here based upon the title of this live stream. It's Ask a Vegan Anything, but the latter part is what? Why do you hate me in veganism? I'm surprised no one has come here because we saw there's so much hate out there. Maybe they're all like chill right now. Who knows? They're all chilling out. They're not watching the NBA finals. That was last night. Poor Fu, you got to live through that horror daily. I feel for you. Come back out to California if you can, if it's still possible. I think you'll like it if you used to live out here, right? Humboldt County and all that, It's still pretty affordable up in Humboldt if you want to go back to your roots there, Fu Man. Yeah, Arcata, last time I looked, real estate's pretty nice compared to the Bay Area in Southern California. It's beautiful up there, fresh air. And of course, there's a lot of magic herb up in that direction. What's more vegan, rooting for Denver or Miami in the NBA Finals? Yeah. Let's see. Don't they have? Let's see. I don't think there's any. I'm not aware of any vegan players on either of those two teams. Never heard of Tattooed Chef, Chris. Live mercifully. Yes, I invited the anti-vegan trolls this time. Actually, that was a good idea because there really is no valid argument against vegans. I wanted, and as the title suggests of this live stream, I really want to know the hate. I want to understand the reasoning for the hatred of people like me who aren't doing anything bad or anything. We're just not eating animals. Why is there so much hate for that? I just want to know. Hey Bob, I know that's the real Bob right now because the other Bob, the color of the bee was off and they spoke differently than you do. Hippie Pisces. Oh, that's what you're trying to do. Yeah, that's why you're reading 80-10-10, right? Is to lose weight because it's well known that a lot of the fruitarian types have like really low body mass indexes and yeah, I mean, I'm not promoting it or supporting that 80-10-10 lifestyle, but when I was eating more like that, I weighed less. I wasn't even trying, but I was doing a lot of running back then too. So I don't know what caused it all, but yeah, fruitarian people seem to be thinner. So if that's something you're into, maybe you'll like that. I'm not recommending it though. Hey, Atomic Vegan. Wow, thank you so much. Dues to our infallible cult leader. Yes, you got that right. You're infallible cult leader. Thanks so much, Atomic Vegan. Andrew's asking, yeah, what do you think we'll eat tonight? Because we didn't get Panda Express the last week or two, so maybe we'll get some tonight. She made us this weird kind of sushi-like thing earlier. I forgot what it's called. It's not sushi, but it's sushi-like, made with a sushi kind of rice paper. Had that a couple hours ago, so I imagine by the end of this live stream, I will be probably pretty hungry. Jordan, can you DM me the story? What story do you want to DM me about you? Yeah, send it to any of my social medias, Jordan. Yeah, you have my Instagram, right? You can send me a message, DM there if you like. Do you want me to read it or anything like on the live stream? Or let me know what your thing is. But you can Jordan knows how to find me. So yeah, you can just send me something to Rhineland Rocks. Let's see. I don't know what it's called, AJ. I don't even want to take a guess. I'll probably just I don't remember what she called it, to be honest with you. I don't think it was that, though, AJ, if I remember what she said. I can read it on live. Okay, let me see. Let me know when you sent it. I'll check it out. Oh, if you read 80-10-10, Hippie Pisces, you'll probably not eat any rice anymore because Doug Graham will get really frightened about rice. I've seen him, this book Grain Damage and 80-10-10, he'll make you afraid of rice. And if you look at the people who consume the most rice in the world, people in Vietnam and Southeast Asia, they have the lowest body mass indexes, the lowest rates of obesity, the lowest rates of diabetes. So yeah, rice ain't going to kill you. It's not going to bloat you or anything. No, there it is, Angie. Thanks. Rice balls with avocado and pickled plums. That's what we had for our meal before this live stream, about a couple hours before. Yeah, those pickled plums. Yeah, we were getting them at an Asian supermarket. I think there's a chain of like Chinese markets out here called 99 Ranch. I believe that's where Angie got them from last time, right? Is that right? Yeah, we eat brown rice all the time too. And yeah, today with the sushi rice, it was a white rice. I forgot what it's called. Is it chino rice or something like that, Angie? Okay. Oh, she was right, Angie. Onigiri? She was right. Cool. I didn't want to say yes or no because I honestly had no idea. So I claim complete ignorance on this stuff. Angie is the expert, the expert chef here in this house. You got some from Amazon. You got the plum stuff from Amazon. Okay, awesome. Cool. Saves us having to go to Ranch or 99 Ranch. Okay, so Sweet Potato Sister, I didn't know this. She just finished all your prerequisites for nursing school, and you're waiting to hear back, and you're hoping to start this August. Awesome. You want to get in some traveling nursing. Awesome. Good for you, Sweet Potato Sister. I'm happy for you. No, I haven't tried that. Miyoko's rice paper. I can't pronounce that. Is that an Italian thing? Yes, don't worry, be happy. I just read your whole post there, and I'm not going to repeat it, but yeah, I agree with you 100% there. That's kind of what's been going on in our world of news and politics for quite a while now. Let's see, Graven. That sounds good. Tofu, onion, and potato stew. Sounds very hearty. Food, that's wise. Yeah, it's wise to keep lots of rice handy for the apocalypse, or in your case, probably more importantly, like hurricanes and stuff like that. We should keep more here for what's those things called? Earthquakes. I got to make sure I have my propane stove is working though, the one we take camping. Oh, okay. DM, you do me in the story. Thanks for the super chat tip there, Jordan. And let me look on my IG for a message from you and see what you sent me exactly. See if it's appropriate for reading on this live stream here. Let's see. Messages. Vegan Jordan. Whoa, okay. This sounds wild here. I didn't think it was going to be so serious. Let me read it first. Let me make sure it's appropriate to read because it has some sensitive stuff in here. Let's see, another super chat tip there. Okay, that's you there. Okay, Jordan, here's what Jordan said. Here's his story. You came across this activist who said he would kill someone if they were not vegan without explaining that animal products were animals. Let's see, an activist, a vegan activist who said he would kill someone? I'm just kind of horrified by that. Like, why would a vegan activist say they would kill people? I mean, veganism is a peaceful movement. We're against animal cruelty and exploitation. Where does killing people come into that? That's just so messed up. Anyway, you came across this activist who said they would kill someone if they were not vegan without explaining that animal products were animals. You didn't know what a vegan was back. Okay, the vegan activist didn't explain that animal products were animals. Okay, you didn't know that. You didn't know that was a vegan back then. Then about 4 months later, you came across a vegan activist rather than this crazy one who wants to like go on this kind of like murder rampage, some crazy massacre. 4 months later, you came across a real vegan activist who explained meat was an animal. At that moment, you decided to be vegan. Well, I'm sorry, Jordan, that you had come across a hardcore extreme terrorist, because that's what that is. Anyone who justifies killing another human based on their beliefs, whether they're justified on religious beliefs or their veganism or whatever, atheism, whatever they want to justify it, it's terrorism in any way you slice it. And that I don't care if they're vegan or not. That's someone who should be in jail. At least have some kind of extreme, psychiatric help. Okay, so anyway, thanks for sharing that story. I didn't know it was going to be so dark at first there. I'm still kind of like, whoa. Man, I can't imagine who that activist is, and don't mention his or her name because we don't want to promote anyone like that. We want all those people to be cast away into the dark reaches of their sad, dark terrorist groups. Just let them decay on the dark fringes of the internet, and we're going to be part of polite civil society here. Yeah, glad you found a real vegan activist, or many real vegan activists, Jordan, because I know you found good ones since then. So anyway, let's see what else is going on here. I'm not trying to move on. I'm just trying to get that image out of my head, like someone being all like terrorists. Lundberg rice from California, you can trust that as far as not having arsenic content. It's really, as far as the United States goes, I remember I reviewed Dr. Greger's multi-part video on arsenic and rice. The conclusion, long story short, is rice is from southern states in the United States, the southern states where there's, slavery in the past, cotton fields, all those issues somehow made the soil and such that there's more higher arsenic content. I forgot all the details, like 5-6 years now down the road. But bottom line, yeah, lumber, organic, anything from California that's organic, you can be pretty certain that there's, the most minimal arsenic content in it. Walmart version, Ryan has gone woke? What do you mean by that? Jordan, no, nothing's your fault. No, it's just that story was shocking, Jordan. I couldn't believe an activist the first vegan activist you found was a terrorist. That is just, I just can't believe that. Like, wow, that's that's shocking. And I'm sorry that happened to you, that the first vegan activist you found was a terrorist. Remember, veganism is, we don't murder people. We don't kill animals. We don't kill people. We don't kill anything. We don't kill anyone. It's not the business of vegans to kill people. It's just totes crazy. Walmart version. Tell me, what is woke Walmart version? I'm all ears. Please explain to me in detail how I'm woke. What do you find as woke, and how does that apply to me? Just curious what you mean by that, because my tweet yesterday where I said Happy Pride Month, does that make me a bad person? I mean, I went to my first gay pride celebration event in the 1990s. I mean, it's just normal. I don't hate people. Like, why should I hate them instead of be cool to them? Let me know what you're thinking there. My latest video. So yeah, be specific. Yeah, what is woke about my video? Because I didn't like all the comments where the video reviewer, Jeff Buys Cars, was totally in agreement with these people who are anti-trans, anti-feminist, anti-white people. So I should say, yeah, those people are cool. Yeah, white people are the best, and straight people are the best, and yeah, and feminists suck. Is that what I should do? Is that too Walmart version you consider to be a good human being, one who hates others? So you're saying if you hate people, totally cool, in your book, thumbs up. But if you have compassion and like and love for others, that makes me a bad person. Please explain this to me, Walmart version. Be very clear and concise how hating people is good, and being having compassion and tolerance and love for others is bad. I want to hear this, Walmart. Tell me. Oh no? Okay, so how do I misunderstand you? Okay, Jordan, that activist, that terrorist was the one you trolled. Oh, wow, you trolled that activist. Wow, like, what kind of stuff did you say to that terrorist activist? Just kind of curious. Like, were you saying, veganism sucks or something like that? I'm just kind of curious what kind of stuff. I can't imagine you as an anti-vegan troll, but I'm glad if you were ever an anti-vegan troll, you trolled this terrorist loser. So, Walmart, come back and tell us, what is wrong? Should we ban this? What are early 1900s morals? That black people in the United States don't have the right to drink from the same drinking fountain as a white person? Is that what you're advocating for, Walmart version? Is that it? And what year did I'm not good with my civil rights. What year were women allowed to vote and black people? I don't know. So if I know in 1900, yeah, black people. When my dad was serving in the army. And not World War II. We're talking about the Korean War. He had to go to these colored bathrooms and drinking fountains because he's Chinese. So you think we should go back to that? Is that what you're advocating for? Because these were early 1900s morals. Is that what you're saying? And if so, defend them. Why is that good? Why should we have these archaic, bigoted practices in place? Because they were normal in the 1900s. How does that make it right? All right, should we ban this person? What do you guys think? He's saying they were golden for that time, which means he gives the complete thumbs up. Yes, people of color should not drink out of the same water fountain as white people. That's what he's saying. So I will take pleasure in banning your ass for being a racist. And if you wonder why you're being banned, right here. Rule number 1 on the live stream: be civil. We don't do personal attacks, or else we don't do harassment or racism, sexism. So you are banned. If you create another account and come back and do some more racist trolling, We will just silently ban you. We won't even give you any attention or any glory. We won't mention you. You'll just see me silently turn. Or uncle, you won't even see him turn. He has no camera on him. He will silently ban you. All right, so anyway. Yes, ban the Nazi. We just ban the Nazi food. Oh, listen, you didn't get a notification. Screw YouTube, man. What the hell's wrong with YouTube? Hey, Jordan, you told that vegan terrorist they were going to hell? Well, maybe so in that case, Jordan, that if that vegan was a terrorist advocating for murdering humans that didn't agree with him, that person should go to hell. I mean, if they kill people, they should go to hell if there's a hell. Hey, Sean Cope, what did you just come into? You just came into a racist saying that, yeah, we should go back to the early 1900s when people like myself could not share a drinking fountain in the South with white people. He thought that was awesome. Anyway, we're done with that. Tell them to go to Walmart. What's going on in Walmart? Okay, let me stretch for 1 second, guys. 1 hour in, let me just stretch. Okay. All right. You know, of course, I went to the gym today. It's your fault. What do you mean your fault, Jordan? No, nothing's your fault. I'm just going, if you did tell a vegan activist to go to hell, I'm glad you told that one, Jordan, the one who's advocating that, you know, murdering other people who aren't vegan, because that's just complete Looney Tunes terrorists. So if you did tell a vegan activist to go to hell, I'm glad you told that one, because quite honestly, Jordan, if I saw that person, I would tell them to go to hell too. And I would give them more of my mind too. To this time where they're making vegans look bad. Vegans are not murderers. You want the public to think that, oh, vegans want to kill all non-vegans. I mean, that just make us look horrible. Like, who would ever want to go vegan? So no, you did the right thing, actually. You probably were triggered by his extreme nonsense too. So you did everything right there, Jordan. Yeah, nothing is your fault. I would have done worse. I would have done more, maybe. Okay, hippieista. Women's 19th Amendment. 1920. So yeah, he wants to probably go back to pre-1920. Your birthday is August 26th. Yeah, it's from 1920. I love that I was born on the day we had the right to vote. But this idiot wants to go back to the era before then when you guys couldn't vote. And, you know, he thought that was the golden era. Women silent, people of color sit on the back of the bus and just let, you know, whole white folk dominate as they please. That's woke. Oh, okay, you came across that vegan teacher and became vegan. Awesome. See, that's why I don't want to say anything bad about other people. Like, I know she's controversial. I haven't seen all her content. I know some of it can be cringy, but I've seen her do some really solid content, like saying stuff like I do too. So that's awesome. You know, Katie's her name, right? She's doing her thing. She made Jordan vegan. So how can I knock her? So thanks for sharing that. Jordan, what he said isn't your fault. You keep asking that. What your fault, Jordan? We don't know what you're talking about. Wow, Graham, is that true? Wyoming was the first state to allow women to vote. My how things have changed. What's that, Graven? Use your judgment. Being a jerk, sometimes it's justified. It sometimes is. What's that, Jana? Yep, if you're alive and awake, you're woke. Oh, you feel guilty doing it? No, I think you're fine, Jordan. I told you, I probably would have seen the same thing. I'm just making a mental, what is it called? Like a fantasy, or like say I whoever that vegan activist was, let's not name the person, but say the person was doing a live stream, Jordan, and I saw this vegan activist saying, yeah, we should kill people who aren't vegan. If I saw that, I would go, whoa, bro, you are full of crap, you are dangerous, I'm gonna send the police over to you. That's like, you know, like announcing a crime or something. I mean, you didn't do anything wrong. I probably would have probably told him to go to hell too, and told him that he needs to get kicked off of social media for advocating terrorism. All right, another person to get banned. All right, cool. I shouldn't have even said anything. He got a little something. Is the Walmart guy back? Whatever happened to that Walmart guy saying I was woke? Did I miss that whole thing? Anyway, if you're here, Mr. Walmart, and want to tell me how I'm woke because I made a video in which I didn't agree with white supremacy and homophobia and all that, let me know. I want to hear your argument. Well, AJ, is that true? 103 years since women could vote. Yeah, 1926. Oh wait, no, it wouldn't be 100. That'd be 97, right? And 50 years since women could get their own credit cards. Wow, didn't realize when I was born women couldn't get their own credit cards. Wow. He's back on another handle. Is it the person I banned? Oh, Jordan. Thanks for the super chat tip there. Thanks. I'm going to read Jordan's words here. Thanks. I feel better now. I was debating myself to tell the story here, but I made the decision to do so. I'm glad you shared it, Jordan. Yeah, I told you, when you saw me reading it, I go, wait, I got to read this a couple times. It's a little more shocking than I imagined. But yeah, you're right. I'm just telling you guys right now, if you ever see any vegan advocating that non-vegan should be killed or something like that, just leave and report them. Get them blocked, because that's terrorism. That's just some effed up S. Using veganism as a justification for murder and mass killings. That's just, it sickens me that there's people like that. Yeah, Heidi, it's kind of a mixed bag. I know what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Jill, no, I have not read that. Yeah, it's unhinged. Yeah, vegans just don't do that. Vegans don't advocate for killing people. It's just not what vegans do. Again, let's just look at what veganism is here. It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. Where in here does it say, and if a person is not vegan, you have the moral right or duty to kill that person? It doesn't say that. Anyone saying that is just completely full of it and sick. Dion, not just wouldn't killing all non-vegans go against, just killing a non-vegan would go against everything vegans stand for. It's a peaceful movement. We're saying, hey, don't harm the animals, but hey, let's go harm all the humans. It's like, it doesn't work that way. They're saying animals should have the same rights. I mean, all the rights. You should have the right to have a business license and, get married and have a marriage certificate and like that. I'm saying the basic rights that humans have, animal should apply to animals as well. So it goes against the whole premise of veganism. They also didn't explain what veganism was, Jordan. Thanks for the super chat tip there. And you know why they didn't explain what veganism was? Because they didn't believe in this, obviously, because they made their own definition. This weirdo that you found, unfortunately, early on, believe that veganism means don't consume animal products, and if you find someone that does, kill them. I mean, that's not what it says here. They didn't explain it because they had their own custom terroristic-based definition. Yeah, Robert, there's always a few bad apples, and there's always just a few complete wacko sociopath nut jobs in every group as well. And veganism, like I said, we're just a slice of humanity. All the good and the bad that's in humanity, we got it in similar proportions here too. Going vegan doesn't automatically make you cool. If you're disturbed and had all sorts of problems before you went vegan, mental problems, you're not going to all of a sudden just be, I'm totally cool now, as soon as you stop eating animal products. The lentils documentary? No, there's a documentary about lentils? Where did you see that? Jordan, thinking about it, they were psycho. Yes, they're completely psycho. Yeah, 100%. Yes, they should not have a social media platform to promote such hate and violence. No, Let's see, what's that, Dr. Bear? In your household, you're more educated than your husband and make way more than him. I'm glad I have the freedom to pursue your career instead of being expected to have children and be dependent on a man. But yeah, people who are against wokeism want us to go back to the days when the man of the family was the supreme ruler and the only one that could work and called all the shots, and the wife had to respect all the decisions, no matter how good or how horrible they may be, that the man makes. That's what these people are against woke. They want to go back to something like that. Uncle was only 67 in Hermosa today. Yeah, I got, I think, to 73 here in Long Beach. But it's always a little cooler in Hermosa. You got that, right on the ocean there. You got a good ocean breeze. But now you're a vegan activist, Jordan. See, awesome. So maybe it was a good thing that you encountered that psycho vegan at first. Who knows? Maybe you wouldn't have ever gone vegan if you didn't hear that word, because you said you didn't know what it was before. Yeah, sweet potato sister. Yeah, well, a lot of us would consider leaving America. Me too, if it went back to like how things were 100 years ago. All right, Jesse, if you got to go, awesome. Hopefully I answered any questions you may have asked. I apologize if I'm not answering all your questions here. If you haven't, just ask again. I haven't said this in many weeks, but yeah, just feel free to ask your question again. I mean, don't do it like every 10 seconds or anything like that. I think our spam bot stuff would probably stop you anyway. But yeah, if I don't answer your question, be patient. Don't take it personally. Don't get angered with me. Just ask it again. If you can, copy and then maybe paste it again a minute or two later. I'll see it eventually. Sometimes I see it, but I'm already talking about something else or answering someone else's question, and I think, oh yeah, I'm going to come back to it, and I forget it. But when I see it again, oh yeah, I was going to respond to that person. So just help me and just ask it a second time a little later, and we'll get to it. Some people say he dodges the questions, he doesn't want to answer. No, I'll answer any real question, as long as I see it and have time. I'm never afraid. It's not like veganism is very fragile and there's some question that's going to blow it all apart or something like that. So yeah, if you have a question, I will answer it, as long as you ask it in a civil way, which all you guys here do. But I know I invited people who have a lot of hate in their hearts to come tonight and tell us why they hate me and why they hate veganism. So if you're one of those lurking in the background, ask away. Just be civil and polite. You don't have to kiss my ass, just be civil. Giovanni, do I believe in paranormal activities? Yeah, I know that's not a vegan related question, but I'll answer that. You've been on a binge on ghost hunting shows. I don't know if I believe in paranormal activities, but I don't rule it out completely. I'm a little skeptical. But, I admit it's possible there's a paranormal thing, world, what have you, I would like to see paranormal activity. I guess some people, there's no such thing. And I would love to, if I could see a ghost or some kind of paranormal thing happen, that would be awesome. It'd be life-changing, and I'm open to it. Universe, are you listening to me? Show me some paranormal activity. I'd be 100% stoked. So that's my answer on that. Wow, it's already so hot in upstate New York. Yeah, we never even know it's summer here. Just like, it's been cold. I saw on I follow some meteorologists on Twitter. That's not study of meteors, but the study of weather. And they showed that for the whole world, basically, this year it's been warmer than average, which, average for January to June, except for the west coast of the United States. Right here, we're like pretty much the only place in the world where the weather has been below our normal temperatures. And yeah, it's been a miserable 6 months. And now I have sympathy for people that live in like the Pacific Northwest here, like, in Oregon and Washington and west coast of Canada. I just don't like it at all. It's just way too cloudy for my preferences. And rained way too much. We got more rain this year than any year I can remember. And I've been here most of my whole life. Uncle, you never had a ghost even say boo to you? I don't even need that. I can see a spirit. I mean, I've seen ghosts in the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland, but that doesn't count. Dr. Bear is saying that Uncle in Oregon, where she lives, we've been getting more and more, 90 plus degree days, especially in the summer. You're grateful for your portable air conditioner. Yeah, heat waves are getting worse. They're lasting longer, and that's exactly what was predicted 10, 20 years ago, and those have come to reality, fruition now. But yeah, this cool weather's all right. I'm just kind of over it a little bit. I don't need it to be hot. I hate heat waves. It's like our normal average weather. That's all I really want, is the average California weather. Speaking of weather, getting kind of warm. Cool in here. Let me turn off the AC for now. Hippie Pisces. I've tried astral projection, I guess, in a sense. I tried what's that called? Lucid dreaming. I mean, it's happened accidentally a few times. I remember actually practicing to do it a long time ago. Yeah, but that doesn't prove to me that there's a paranormal world or anything like that. But I'm totally open to spirits, Hippies, Pisces. If listen to certain music will let me see the spirits, recommend some. I'll check it out. Hey, Wardasan. You're asking interesting questions, Wardasan. Let's check it out here. Is it possible that Asian bodies process rice better than others as a reason why they don't get fat from eating it? You pose a reasonable question. However, people I know who are not Asian, like, here in the United States, they eat large amounts of rice. In Canada, England, they have the same results too. I don't see, I'm talking about, whole food based, vegans who eat a lot of rice. They seem to have the same results as someone like myself, that we're not getting diabetic and, all the things that, some people say that happens when you eat rice. So you're possible. There might be some kind of genetic thing there. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a forensic, biologist or anything like that. I don't anthropological forensic biology. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you that. But it's possible. Who knows? Someone might know. Not me though, because that's not my field of expertise. What's up, Dr. Bear? In response to Hippie Pisces, quantum physics. I didn't even see any talk about quantum physics. It's a rigorous, well-studied field. Yes, it's a known fact. I mean, the movement of quantum particles like electrons is what makes computers work. I mean, if quantum physics didn't have validity, the equations wouldn't be here to make your iPhone and your TVs and your iPads and all our digital life work. Quantum physics is real. But anyway, let's see. Quantum physics is a rigorous, well-studied field. Absolutely, 100%. It's not something people believe in or not. It would be like saying you believe in gravity. Absolutely right there, Dr. Bear. I'm not putting down Hippie Pisces, but it just works. If it didn't, if humans didn't understand the properties of quantum physics, we would have no digital technology, because digital technology is all about controlling tiny particles, electrons, the quantum particles. Quantum particles like electrons don't behave in the same manner as like classical particles, like, big things that are much bigger, like in scale, like say stuff that we all can see around us here. Quantum particles have different behaviors, and there's different equations in physics that guide them. So yeah, it's just like gravity. Gravity is real. Whether you believe it or not, if you drop something down, it's going to fall. You don't have to believe in gravity, but it just exists. And same with quantum physics. It's real. Hope I didn't botch that up too bad there, Dr. Bear. Dion, I don't want to see no ghosts. If I did, a lot of stuff would get broken in your house. What makes you think ghosts would destroy things in your house? And what kinds of things would ghosts like to destroy? Do you have a lot of like fragile things? Is that what ghosts are into? Or do they like to destroy like big, bulky things like hammers or something? Just kind of curious. Oh, Jordan, did I miss a super chat? Damn, let's see. Oh, I did miss that one, Jordan. Thanks for pointing that out. My bad. How did I miss two of your super chats? I apologize big time, Jordan. I don't know what's going on with me today. I missed two of your chats. But okay, it was 3 minutes ago. I must have been ranting about quantum physics or something, right? I apologize. You came across Miss Katie. In 8 seconds, you were vegan. Awesome. See, that's why I don't ever say anything bad about people like Vegan Teacher. I know, again, like she's controversial. I've seen her do good stuff. I've seen her do some stuff that makes me cringe, but I've never seen anything that's like, man, no. Anyway, yeah, she's turned a lot of people vegan. She made Jordan vegan. I didn't make Jordan vegan. It was her content. So yeah, awesome. Okay, Dr. Bear, about my layman's interpretation of quantum physics. Nope, I don't think you botched that up. You are right. Okay, thank you. I mean, I've read quite a bit about quantum physics, actually. Not recently. I think the last period in my life when I was reading, trying to understand and grapple with the issues of quantum physics, that was like 25 years ago. So I guess it stayed with me pretty well. God, it was probably longer than that. It was in the 1990s. So yeah, 25, 30 years ago. Anyway, oh, I didn't know about that, Dr. Bear, about people like Deepak Chopra, who misuse words like quantum and energy to confuse, misinform, and swindle people. Yeah, that's the charlatan's fault, not quantum physics. Yeah, quantum and particle, these words have very like specific meanings. They can be defined by equations or described by equations very well. So you got to go, Jordan. Bye, Jordan. Always good to see you, Jordan. You're always a welcome member in our community and glad to have you with us, Jordan. So have a good evening. Tell your mom we said hello, and I hope it's all going to work out, that we'll see you later this month. So stay in touch about that. Wow, poltergeist and haunted homes, Jana. I don't know. I just want to see a ghost. Yeah, I mean, I want to see a ghost or have some kind of paranormal experience. I've had a few things that were kind of odd in my life a couple times. I can't say for sure they were paranormal. I don't think they were. I didn't like see a ghost, but like weird little coincidences and things and sounds. It's like, I don't know. They could probably be explained. They were quite easily by not going into a supernatural realm or something like that. But anyway, yeah, I'm totally open to seeing a ghost or having a paranormal experience at some point in my life. I think it would be amazing. Just like I'd love to see an alien or a spacecraft or from another planet or something like that. But I wouldn't want to get too close. I'd probably a lot of radiation around it. But I can see it from a distance or some aliens walking around. That'd be cool. Be careful what I wish for. I know, AJ, but I think it'd be cool. I think I can handle it. I mean, it would transform my life if I had an experience like that. So as wild as it may be, I think it'd be worth it in the end, right? Yeah, heck yeah, aliens, right? I'm totally open. Hippie Pisces, your phone is overheating. Oh no, I hope it's not my fault. Yeah, Bond. Yeah, it would be totally cool to see a ghost if it was actually real. Absolutely. What's your question, Khalil? Are you a troll? Ryan, if you ban someone for their opinion, it's sensitive? What does that mean? If I ban someone for their opinion, it's sensitive. I typically don't ban people for their opinions unless their opinions fall into some of these categories like here, like racist opinions, we ban them. Sexist opinions, we ban them. Ageist opinions that come from a place of hate. Homophobia, we ban all this stuff. We ban people whose opinions express hate towards other individuals. So yeah, that's true. We ban some opinions, but pretty much all other opinions, we don't ban them unless they break another rule as far as like not being civil or something like that. So if you have an opinion you want to express and it's not full of hate, feel free to do so. So hopefully it was a good opportunity here for me to make clear how these rules work. Most opinions are totally fine. Just don't express hate. Yeah, Dr. Barrett, what's wrong with banning someone for bigoted opinions? I didn't start a live stream to allow ignorant, hateful bigots to come here on my live stream, our live stream, and express their ignorant, hateful, bigoted opinions. This is not a forum for that, so that's why we ban them. They can start their own dark corner of the internet forum and do all their stupid crap there. Yeah, Super Bowl. Kind of sad I had to make that graphic reminding people to behave, but I found it necessary. Seriously, you're right. If I went to all the trouble to make that, there was a reason why, because a lot of people don't understand these basic tenets of just how to get along and be civil. AJ, your former apartment had ghosts? No way. I thought I got a notification. I did not. Let me read this. You heard footsteps every night, and the landlady's husband and son had died there. Whoa. And the duplex dates to the early 1900s. This is from the early 1900s as well, where I'm at, and had the servant quarters. Yeah, we don't have any ghosts here. There's been plenty of decades. It's over 100 years old here. No ghosts here. Wow, I'm jealous, AJ. You would hear the footsteps every night. We hear weird sounds, but never like that. I hear like the possums walking on pipes under the house, animals and stuff. And sometimes you hear a little crack sound, like, not like someone smoking crack, but like a shift, like something like that. I think it's just the house settling, a crack sound. Is this person a troll here? What do you guys think? This Kalel person. I know I'm giving him attention by mentioning the name. What do you guys think? Troll or not? Which should we do? Should I answer his question or not? You guys tell me. A crack house, Bob. Yeah. No, just settling. Like all the wood and stuff, just something settles down. Wow, he actually called the cops one night due to footsteps? Wow. Allison, I love that you clarified that someone wasn't someone doing crack. No, there's no basement here. It's just a little crawl space. I've crawled under several times to like drag like Ethernet cable, like 50 feet under the house to get to the other side, stuff like that. Okay, Hippieista thinks it's a troll. What else? Yeah, it's my page, Sean. If they don't like it, if they don't like me saying, hey, I don't hate people of color, and I'm a person of color too. I don't hate LGBTQ. If you can't handle that, then get the hell out of here. This is my place. Yeah. If you want to call me woke because I don't. Okay, here's the thing. Why is it again? You guys that are like against this, like, tell me, why is it okay to hate other people, but if you accept other people, that's not okay? I don't understand. Please tell me why. Like, where do you get this from? Did your political leaders teach you this? Did your religious leaders teach you this? Did your mommy teach you this, that you should hate people who are different from you? It's your duty to express your hate towards others who are different from you. Where did you get this principle from? That's what I want to know. All right, so what else is going on here? Hippieista, this community does not hate anyone, but hate is different than tolerate. I don't tolerate people who are coming here expressing hate. Again, it's not a platform for hate. It's a platform for discussing veganism, and I want to understand why you hate me as a vegan. So we could talk about hate in that context. AJ, you're starting to make me feel a little freaky now with all your ghost stories there. Yeah, sweet potato sister. Yeah, I don't understand how people can be racist. It's a really stupid concept. Absolutely, 100%. But it's that same hate that racists have. It's the same hate that they express towards vegans. Same hate that they express towards LGBTQ and other minority groups. Yeah, Uncle, the First Amendment is not about the right to express hate as publicly as you want. Exactly. Yeah, live mercifully. Maybe we provoke their conscience and they think we're all high and mighty, and that's just their fantasy. They just feel guilty, like, wow, I don't have to kill animals to live. Oh, no. And they go through all these mental gymnastics to turn us into the bad people. Hey, Abel, yes, happy Pride Month. Yeah, I showed my little in my video yesterday. Yeah, I put it out on first day of Pride Month. Yeah, my video about hate. Thought this appropriate time. I didn't even think about connecting my Instagram and I'm sorry, it wasn't Instagram. It was Twitter and Facebook posts about happy Pride Month. I didn't even think about connecting that to my video, but I saw once I was editing together, it's all the same spectrum of hate. Whether you hate vegans or you hate LGBTQ or you hate people of color, it's all the same thing. Just ignorant bigots hating people. What should we do with this K person? Ban? Because I think it's that person that comes every week. What do you guys think? I'll take your opinion. What do you think I should do? Ban, block, or timeout, or what? Hey, Apano. Just dropping by to say hi. Good to see you, Apano. Okay, timed out for now. Thanks, Uncle. Thank you. If you want to come back, I guess the only thing you can tell us is, why do you think it's okay to hate people? Just let me know. You have 300 seconds to think about why you feel it's your God-given right, or what given right, to express your hate to people, of people. First, I want to know why you hate people. Let me know why you hate me, or people of color, or people whose sexual orientation you may not like, or whatever. Please know why you hate them, and then why you feel it's your right to make your hate known. Anyone who will listen, you will express a hate. I just don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Let's see. I'm starting to get a little hungry now. Gee, what time is it? 7:30? That makes sense. Hour and a half. Yeah, it's honest. That's crazy, sister. Sweet potato sister. So I remember back in the day when I was in the military. Wow, I didn't know you did that. And you met a racist lesbian. You thought, wow, that was wild. How are you gay and racist? Like, you don't understand the hate, okay, anyway. Yeah, if I order it now, Uncle, it'll be all cold by the time I get down there and pick it up. Cam House, oh, thanks. Love you too. Dion, the only things you hate are beetles and bugs. Yuck. Hey, we all have our thing, I guess, huh? Wow, that's sad to hear. Don't worry, be happy. Wow. Yeah, Dr. Barry. Yeah, I see you're saying that, kind of crossing over racism and homophobia, basically. They don't always see the other side. It's, yeah, kind of puzzling. I guess a lot of people haven't made the connection. They don't understand that the hate that they experience as LGBTQ or person of color, they don't understand that same hate is just applied into other different groups. But we should just quit the hating in the first place, right? Just don't have the hate, and we all be better. I'm not going to go eat yet, Kim, but I'm starting to feel the first signs of, I'm starting to feel pretty hungry. Ooh, yeah, Dr. Barry. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of that crap. Yeah, you hate is when folks who drive gas cars park in the EV charging spots. Yeah. Yeah. It just shows you how people don't give a F. They just think it's all about them. The world revolves around them. Yeah, exactly. It's like someone might actually need that EV spot in order to get freaking home, but no, you're just going to park there and you go shopping for 2 hours. You don't care, someone might not be able to get home. It's infuriating. Yeah, totally. Yeah, now I've had my plug-in hybrid since 2018. So yeah, I've had many years of being infuriated. It doesn't happen all the time, but when you see it, it's like, damn. Anyway, yeah, Uncle, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Okay, Song MLF. I've seen that town name. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but you live there, Cote, California. A few miles from your house is this bar restaurant called the Washoe House. It's been there since before Civil War. Supposedly one of the most haunted places in the state. Really, have you been there? And have you experienced any of this hauntedness? Because if I can go to a bar, get a drink, and see a ghost, that sounds like a chill night. Asia, you've never seen any electric car plug-in stations anywhere? Well, maybe in Florida, Ron DeSantis has banned them for being woke, right? But in upstate New York, that's surprising. They're often at places like big, like shopping areas, like supermarkets and Costco or Targets and stuff like that. I'm surprised. Maybe you just haven't noticed it because you haven't been looking. I'm surprised. I can't imagine how like in the Albany area, isn't that kind of your direction? Like especially in Albany, maybe if you're in a smaller town, yeah, I can imagine that. But if you're in the cities, you should see them at a lot of places. Yeah, Boston, Heidi, you have tons of that. Oh, they're all over Long Beach. Yeah, there's more and more people with electric cars now because yeah, it's harder and harder when I go out places and try to like plug in and get charged. Yeah, they're usually taken. Mellow greetings. Thoughts on recommended daily values or recommended daily average. A lot of countries, I don't know. I don't really think about them too much. I'm not a medical doctor or nutritionist or dietitian, so I don't want to give any advice. I'm just telling you, man, I don't worry about them too much, but I think I hit them. Blood tests are doing good, but I would consult with a doctor about that, or someone in the health field. But yeah, that's my personal thing. I just don't really think about them too much because I'm eating a lot of food. I'm eating a well-rounded, diverse diet, tons of different plants. So, and I often take a vegan multivitamin too. So I'm probably doing all right. I'm responsible in my not paying too much attention is what I'm saying. I'm responsible in it. It's the uncle. Do I have a 220 volt charge outlet or a 110? Good question. When I got the car, my garage is so ancient, it didn't have proper electricity for either. So I had an electrician come and wire our garage with modern electricity. So we have modern 110 volts that can withstand what electric car charging requires. And I put in a 220 volt plug just to future-proof my garage. I thought I might buy a 220 volt charger for my car, which charges twice as quickly as 110. Do the math. I never got around to it because my Prius Prime, its range is only like 30 miles, so it fully charges in like 5 hours. So that's usually not a problem. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep getting by with my 110 volt charger, but it's ready. So when I ever sell my house, I'll let them know, hey, you can. Yeah, it's 220 volt ready. It's all ready to go for electric cars. So if you have a Tesla or whatever, you're good. Wow, song MLF. So, but you haven't seen any like paranormal activity at that bar, right? Just the bartenders are afraid to go upstairs at night, but you haven't seen anything yourself, right? Or have you? Let us know. Yeah, not a bad idea, Uncle. Future-proof your wherever you might have an electric car. But yeah, I mean, you can probably get by with a 110 volt, assuming like I don't know what your driving behavior is like, but a lot of people get by with that. But it's nice to have something that charges quicker. Okay, so you haven't had any paranormal activity. Oh, good night, Dr. Bear. Always good to see you. And yeah, Sarah is not going to be with us tonight, as many of you may have noticed. I remember she's traveling. And I think she said she's going to be with some family today too. So that's cool. So if you're watching after the fact, Sarah, hello. Hour and 43, and I should have said something earlier. It did cross my mind earlier, but I was like ranting about something else, so I forgot to come back. But yeah, good night, Dr. Bear. Tell Mr. Bear we said hello. Ah, stick bass. Yeah, I wouldn't mind some Louisville jerky right now. Damn. AJ Vintage, great question. What do I do when I run low and aren't near a charging station? Excellent question. That's why I love my Prius Prime, because when it runs out of its 30-mile range, it becomes a regular gas-powered Prius and gets like 55 miles to the gallon. So I'm covered, so I never run out of range. I've probably said this a few times. So yeah, this 30-mile electric range for my Prius Prime, it serves my needs like 9 out of 10 days. Usually I don't drive more than 15 miles each way somewhere I'm going. So it's totally fine. And some places, when I go places like Disneyland, often I can charge. But yeah, when I need to go somewhere far or I'm low, yeah, I just start burning gas. That's why I say when I go and buy gas, I only buy gas maybe once every 2 months, and I buy like 3 gallons, you know. So I spend like, you know, $15 every 2 months. So what's that? I spend like $8 a month on gasoline. So that's cool. It's a great car for right now, this kind of interim period as more charging infrastructure gets built, and it's not really here yet. So you don't have to fully rely upon it. So it's an excellent car if you can get them in your states. I'm not sponsored or anything, but it's been a really handy car to have right now. I love hardly ever buying gas. It's so awesome. Your dog is farting, Allison. Thanks for sharing that with us. Hey, Vian Moyman, how's it going? I tried to play Ripple earlier on tonight. I wasn't warmed up enough yet. Maybe I'll try it again now that you're here. Let's see it. Not that I'm more warmed up, but, you know, let me try. Screwed that part up again. I should have followed my intuition. I hit the wrong chord. I go, nah, it's. Why am I going to F? There's no F in Ripple. Anyway, I should have went back to G, kind of the drone chord of the song. Anyway, thanks, guys. Again, I'm not warmed up at all. I usually warm up a while before I attempt a song of that kind of difficulty. I guess if you're really good, that could be your warm-up song. It's not mine. Thanks, guys. Thank you, guys. Wow, you guys have some really weird stuff going on there. Dog Taco Bell farts, really? Dogs have Taco Bell farts? I wasn't aware of that. Thanks, man. I mean, I could play it better than that, but you get the gist. I can really play guitar. I'm not a poser. I just don't hang guitars behind me and, you know, lie about it or anything like that. Uncle, how much did I pay for my hybrid? How many miles? I got it new in 2018. This is in the low mid 30s, something like that. There was some rebates and stuff and like that too. I kind of forgot now, but yeah, it wasn't like a $50,000 Tesla or something like that. Hey, our friend is back. Woke people can't use air conditioning, Kalel. Please explain to me why. First of all, how am I woke? Please, I want. Should we even indulge this guy? But I'll go down your path a little bit here. Please give me your app. Why am I woke? How am I woke? Because I don't hate gay people. I don't hate people of color. I don't hate women. Like, please tell me how I'm woke. I just want to be curious. Wow, that's an interesting story song, MLF, about this bar up in Northern California that's haunted. Wow, the ceiling is covered with dollars, which supposedly started with minors leaving them with their name on it. So if they returned broke, they could stay upstairs and get a meal. Interesting. Huh, that's a cool policy. You don't see that happen anymore. You're shocked. Even a guitarist didn't pronounce it bass. It was a 50-50. It was a stick bass or stick bass. I don't know. I just flipped a coin there and went for it. Like that guy I bag on all the time on Twitter, Kevin Bass or Kevin Bass. I don't know what his name is. I really, don't know. So anyway. This is a stupid trolling. banning people for rule number 2, just trolling, just saying stupid nonsense over and over. That's trolling. You play the bass and the trout. Is that vegan though, John? So Jana, you feed your dog Taco Bell? No, I'm not saying that's bad or wrong or anything. I'm just curious. Is that a thing? Do people feed their dogs Taco Bell? I don't think our cats are ever interested when we bring home like Del Taco. Dion Payne, what does woke mean? I've seen people on YouTube videos where they go to these like conservative rallies where people are on stage complaining about wokeism and all this stuff. Then they send people to interview like the crowd, like, so you're against woke? Yeah, we hate it. So what does it mean? And they have a hard time defending it. I think it just means that they don't hate. I think there's certain sectors of society where they want you to hate people like myself, people of color, vegans, LGBTQ. I'm straight, by the way. Whatever. They want you to hate people that don't have the same exact value systems that they have. Let's see. So if I missed any questions here, if you have any questions, now is actually a really good time. I think we're in between stuff, in between trolls and weird things. So if you have any questions, now is a good time. I'm going to use this opportunity to stretch for a second. Oh, yeah. Whew. Okay, you're going to see VD, right? She's going to make a video of me going this. That was me a second ago. What is Ryan doing there? He's stretching because he's an old man who played basketball today and has sat on his butt now for an hour and 51 minutes, plus the 15 minutes I was sitting here before the live stream kind of getting stuff set up. So over 2 hours of sitting on my butt. Super Bowl, what multivitamin do I take? It's on the Vegan Society's website. Let me see if we can find it. I've talked about it a few times. Let's see if I can find. Here are the people who define veganism, and this is one definition. Oh, here it is. Here's what I take here. Where is it? Not the vegan toddler. Okay, I don't know why I clicked vegan toddler. I'm not a vegan toddler, obviously. Yeah, I think it's these right here. It's orange or black currant. Something like that. It's a chewable multivitamin. Let's see what's in it. What do they have here? Here's the label. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to tell you what's in it exactly. Crap. I just ordered it from them, and it's kind of expensive because they ship it from England. So I ordered 2 of them, and it didn't add to the shipping, so it made it more affordable. So that's what I started taking recently as far as a multivitamin. The guys I get the definition from, I take their branded chewable multivitamin. It's just a little vitamin. It's just kind of cool. It's nothing like powerful or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, John, yeah, woke narcissist of compassion. That an old man? It's all relative, huh, AJ? Totally. Yeah, one guy I tell you at the gym today, I was having a bad day shooting. It happens sometimes, even I've seen Steph Curry like not make a 3, and I saw him do that the one time in his career where he missed all his 3s. Anyway, I had a horrible day shooting. Some guy made like a fart sound when I was shooting. I go, really? Did you have to do that? I'm having a bad day shooting. I'm like twice your age. Does that really make you feel really alpha male and tough that you're like making fun of or like harassing a 55-year-old man? It's like, does that make you feel like a tough alpha male? And he said, yeah. So yeah, cool. Yeah, I feel great, and I feel tough when I go and rough up or say some crap when I talk smack to 70-year-olds. Yeah, I tried to put in perspective there. See how stupid that is? Anyway, I'm not sure what my point of going down that rant was. You had to deal with those kinds of guys in grade school. I was telling you guys, I'm telling, hey, I'm way older than you guys. Just chill out. I'm blocking your shots. I'm defending you like a mother effer. But is that bad to say? But anyway, I'm missing some shots, and you like have to act all tough and stuff. I hope that makes you feel tough. That you like talk smack to a guy that's like 20 years older than you. Let's see. What are my thoughts on... I don't do anything about post or prebiotics or metabiotics. I don't do any of that stuff, man. If you find it helpful, do it. But I've never had any desire or need to... I got to do some biotic things. I digest just fine. Everything's cool without any biotic help of any kind. Maybe you're different. Maybe your digestion's different. But yeah, I don't dabble in that because I'm good. Angela, yeah. Woke is an adjective derived from African American vernacular, meaning alert to racial prejudice and discrimination. Yeah, and like, how is that like twisted? How has something like that been twisted into a bad thing? I guess a lot of people don't want people to be alert to racial prejudice and discrimination. A lot of people who are in power just want the racial prejudice and discrimination to keep it in place and not have anyone notice it, question it, let alone speak about it. God forbid, people actually talk about this and try to maybe change it. And I think that's what scares some people. Guar baby, I don't think any change in any diet for Steph Curry would do anything to his game. The guy is just a knockdown shooter, gift from God, and could eat anything, and he'd still be the Steph Curry that we know. Let's see. Let's see. What am I missing here? I'm trying to figure out what you guys are talking about here as I was talking about something else. Let me stretch a little bit here. Your cult leader needs a little stretching. Needs a little Panda Express. What's the favorite place I traveled to? Let me think. Let's see. Probably places I've been multiple times. Well, let's see. As far as within California, without a doubt, hands down, that camping place that Angie and I returned to on Catalina Island. I went there first with my 6th grade class. We went at the end of the school year. Like around now, like late May or something like that. Now it's June. But anyway, we went and we camped in the same spot in this backside of the island, totally like removed from the world and stuff like that. And it's still pretty much like that now, like 40 odd years later. I love it there. Sunsets are the best I've ever seen anywhere in the world. I just feel totally connected with the creator and everything there. I love it there. As far as outside of California, I don't know, maybe Hawaii. I've been there about 3 odd times, I think. Not a lot, but enough to know I dig it. John Stevens, some minor ninth chords. For sure, I'll play some minor ninth chords. All right, well, start with a minor 7th. I'll do a minor 9th. Put it in context. Here we go to the minor ninth. See how it ties it all together? Minor ninth. Minor ninth chords. Doing some kind of bossa nova, kind of indie, K-pop, kind of jazz chord changes there. K-indie. Thank you, Angie. There's some weirdos in here right now. Let's see. What's that, AJ? Yeah, our camping videos look so peaceful and nice. You're absolutely right. There's no magic or trickery in the editing. Yeah, those camping videos in Catalina, very peaceful and nice. Tell you, my favorite, hands down, my favorite place in California to travel to. I also like traveling to San Francisco within California. I haven't been since my 50th birthday 5 years ago, but I guess those are my two favorite places to go in California. Catalina as far as getting out into nature, and San Francisco as far as getting in like a not nature place. Huh? Yeah, big city, yes. Oh, thanks, Kimberly. Says you are a talent, Ryan. I have a whole Pandora station dedicated to Love Spirals. Angie can hear me reading that. Thank you. Yeah, we are very stoked about that. So thank you.
Oh, I hear the magic shop starting.
Oh, it's starting? Uh-oh.
It's streaming live on YouTube too.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, Angie's watching it right now, Uncle. She's seen those BTS concerts before. I think I've seen a few of them too that are like, the label's like streaming them for free right now, a bunch of concerts. Oh, Super Bowl. You saw a couple of our camping videos and it looks beautiful there. Yeah. It's amazing out there. It seems like just old California, like the Wild West days. It's barely been touched. People don't live on that part of the island. It's owned by the Catalina Conservancy, which exactly the name sounds like. It conserves the island. Yeah, we love it out there. I just feel bummed we haven't been since 2018, and I'm not sure when we'll go next because, again, we just don't have a cat sitter right now. So anyway, yeah. Choir baby, what are you talking about? Stepping on the bums? What do you? Is that what you do when you're in San Francisco? You go down to like areas where there's a lot of homeless people, and you enjoy stepping on them. What are you saying? That sounds pretty hateful to me. I mean, homelessness is a problem everywhere. Don't blame it on like San Francisco or something. I mean, homelessness is a problem that's getting worse because there's no real solutions that work that are being like implemented on any kind of wide scale level. Yeah, live mercifully. No, we don't have any vegan songs really. I've never been that kind of music artist where we have lyrics that are kind of have like some kind of like sort of, I don't want to say the word political, but like a message of something like that. Our music is more about transcendence and beauty and nature and self-transfer, stuff like that. You know, it's just hard to combine that in with some kind of like message. Others can do that. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just not our wheelhouse. So yeah, if you want to listen to some lyrics, yeah, as meat is murder. Moby might have some. I'm not sure. I like Moby. I respect him. I don't know his catalog all that deeply though. Yeah, Neil Young, exactly. He could do a fine, kick-ass job writing a great song that'll make you cry, about veganism or something. Yeah, that's not us. He's got the skill set for that. That's not what we do. Yeah, and I respect that skill. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest, like what we're good at. Yeah, Neil Young's awesome. Dr. Bernard's band. I forgot he has a band, huh? Let's see. So what else you guys asking here? I saw a lot of people talking about woke earlier. Do we have any problems with that? I'm just saying, I don't know what the big fuss is. Just again, it's forget what these words mean. The people that are I see in the media complaining about woke really want to have the right to be able to express their hate towards people like me, vegans, or people of color. They want to have the right to express their hate of people whose sexual orientation or sexual preferences don't jive with their narrow conceptions, what they believe people must do. People who are against women's rights, stuff like that. I'm not sure why we defending stuff like that. I'm not sure. I don't want to make this too political. I'm saying hate is a spectrum, a continuous spectrum. I've noticed if you hate vegans simply for the fact that we don't consume animal products, I've noticed it's really common to also hate other groups as well as vegans. And I just think we should stop hating. Hate is a bad emotion. You shouldn't have it in the first place, let alone be able to just freely express it because you think it's totally normal and cool. Oh, thanks, Dion. Our music is relaxing, and just kind of having like an edgy political message would be kind of trippy. Oh, really? I didn't hear about that, Uncle. Eric, you're awesome. I can't believe you don't do that. What don't I do, Eric? It's not what I do. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, our music's a really personal thing, and I'm not really skilled. And I've never been in a band where we've had messages really in our music. They're just really, the music's really personal. The lyrics are really personal. We're not like Bob Dylan, where there's a message or something like that. That's not been how we do things. And again, I'm not dissing Dylan or anyone like that. I'm just saying how we do things. Clavo machine. As a fellow vegan, I'd have to say my take on people against the woke agenda is, well, what is the woke agenda? I mean, am I considered a woke, Clavo machine? I'm just kind of curious. I don't know if there's a woke agenda. Maybe I'm not part of it. I'm just saying I have nothing against people of color. I have nothing against people who are of a different sexual orientation or preference. They can live their lives how they want. I'm not going to give them any shit. If they want to marry someone of their own gender or different, I don't care. It's their lives. If whatever brings them happiness, I'm down with it. I'm not against I am against people who are against that. I'm against white supremacy. I see all this talk, like in one of the comments from the video I showed yesterday about how they're concerned about their whiteness or something like that. What am I doing wrong here, Clavo machine? What I'm trying to understand. How am I being unreasonable, or am I portraying these concepts incorrectly? Just kind of curious. I mean, who cares about what the word is woke? The more you can call it Z-Box 7. And, I mean, really what matters is, do you have hate in your hearts for minority groups? It doesn't have to be like an ethnic minority. It could be a minority like vegans. Do you have hate in your hearts for people of color, LGBTQ, feminists? I mean, just, what I'm saying is, it's about not hating people. That's all I see it is. It's not hating on people for being different from you. Because again, who cares what you call it? I experience vegan hate all the time. And for a while there, I was getting a lot of anti-Asian hate a few years back. And when I was younger, I know what hate is like. Hate is effed up. It's wrong. It's wrong to have it. It's even more wrong to express your hate to others. So I'm trying to understand, how am I wrong in this point of this opinion? Just kind of curious, this belief I have. Hate for whites? Who's hating whites? Who's hating whites? I'm sure some people hate whites, but I mean, people like myself, I don't hate whites. I don't hate any racial group. I think everyone, we should all get along and be cool to each other. Who's hating whites? I'm against the whole, what is the woke agenda? And I agree with you on human rights. It's not about what is the woke, who, like, am I an espouser of the woke agenda because I don't hate people? That's what I'm not understanding, because I don't, when I see like a lesbian couple, I don't get offended or anything like that. Does that make me woke? I don't still understand. What is the woke agenda? I mean, if I have an agenda, my agenda is for us to not hate each other. Is that woke? That's my agenda. My agenda is for us to not hate each other. I don't even hate the bigots. I don't like them, but I don't hate them. You know, I feel like their outspokenness of their hatred is something that we might should address and not permit to just be so freely spoken. I don't know how to do that. I'm just saying hate has no real place in our world or society. We ban people. We block people for hate. In these live streams, hate. This is not a forum for hate. Okay, you know what? Okay, I'm just saying. I don't know how we want to define woke or anything. I'm just saying I'm against hate. I'm against all forms of hate. Even the people I dislike, I don't hate them. They have every right to live their lives. They're just being dicks, and they should not be dicks. That's true, sweet potato sister. We've seen that happen way too many times, huh? Yeah, John Stephen, long live not hating each other. I don't know why all these things get politicized and turn to culture wars. That's why I don't really identify with any political party. I don't need political parties to tell me how to think. I'm able to use my own rational mind and critical thinking skills and think through issues on my own. And I've come to the conclusion that hate sucks. All the kinds of hate I've been talking about all day, they all suck. Just don't hate people. If you see someone who's different from you, don't get triggered. Understand, like, I see a gay couple over there and you're getting all triggered. Ask yourself why. Or you see a group of Asians or African Americans or Native Americans or Indian Americans or whatever. You see a group from another country and you get all triggered. Ask yourself why. What's up with that? What's causing that triggering? You know? So anyway. Yeah, Robert Bird, if you hate the word woke, cool. Just don't call it that. Call it ZBox 7. Just call it not hating. That's all I'm promoting here, is not hating. Not hating on people who are different from you. Like we saw in my video yesterday, all these people hating on us, vegans. Why? Because we're dicks? No, because we chose to not consume animal products. People hate you for that. I've experienced a lot of hate as an Asian American. Why? Because I'm saying stuff about non-Asians or something? No, just because I'm Asian. I was born with Chinese genes. People have hated on me. They hated on me when I was younger, and I hate to say it, during like a lot of the Trump years, I was experiencing more anti-Asian hate than I experienced like in the prior 3 decades before those like 3-4 years there. I've been the recipient of hate many times in my life, is what I'm saying. I understand and identify what hate is, and it's effed up and evil. But there seems to be a group out there in the world who love hate. They are openly hateful. And they'll let you know about it. What's that Clavel machine? I'm against hate too. Awesome. We're on the same page. That's all I care. I don't even care what we call if we want to call it woke or Zbox 7. I'm just against hate. I'm against hate too. I'm not calling anyone woke. I'm just saying his take on woke was not spot on. I don't care who people are attracted to her skin color. Awesome. Cool. I didn't really go on a big diatribe of woke was. I was on my video yesterday. I was really responding to these bigoted comments. And sometimes in that Daily Mail article, I was responding to the bigoted comments and they kept throwing all these buzzwords out like woke. Like, how come we're bringing lefty? They said lefties and woke people. Like, why are we bringing this in? The issue here is not politics. It's not wokeism. The issue here is you're hating on vegans. You're hating on vegans simply for the fact that we don't consume animal products. Furthermore, in these hate comments from that Daily Mail article, not only were they hating on vegans, they are hating on people of color. They're hating on people of LGBTQ, or who are LGBTQ. They're hating on feminists. They're hating on so many groups. I just as identified there, it's a spectrum of hate. This has nothing to do with woke. It has to do everything to do with hate and intolerance and bigotry. Stick base. I'm the hatred I experienced during the Trump years. I'm trying not to politicize this. I'm just telling you what my personal experience was. These were people who were typically pretty much exclusively they weren't leftists and they weren't black, let's say. They were what you're saying, the not Trumpers. No, pretty much all of these people I experienced hate were fans of his. Fans. Gwar baby, what is that? I have TDS law. Does anyone know what that means? Wardasan, oh, thanks for the super chat tip. I haven't got one for an hour or so. You're Asian. I thought you were Caucasian. No, I mean, here's the whole thing. Yeah, I'm 3/4 Chinese, but I've had this my whole life, guys. Like most of you guys, you probably, you probably look like a race, maybe. You know what I'm saying? You look white or black or Mexican or whatever. I don't know what I look like because I've had this problem my whole life where I could meet 10 people and they'll have different impressions of me. Some thinks, yeah, you're all white, right? You're fully Caucasian. Others think, oh, you're totally Asian, right? I thought you're totally Asian. Some say, oh, obviously you're mixed, like half Asian, half white. Others say, oh, you're like Hawaiian, right? Others think, oh, are you Native American? I get everything. People don't know what I am. What is that, Gore, baby? What is Trump derangement syndrome? What does that mean? Because I did have to actually some friends, some close friends. We spent a lot of time hanging out with them. They were saying some pretty racist stuff back in like 2019, 2020, and I had to stop hanging out with them, blocked them from my social media and everything. So what do you mean Trump derangement syndrome? Not sure what you're talking about there. Is this a troll? Gore, liberals should stop hating. What are you talking about? Liberals should start hating vegans. Am I going to have to do something about this or what? AJ, you're Jewish, but you look Italian. Interesting. So people probably don't. You're like me, probably. You probably have no idea how people perceive you, other than some kind of whitish thing, right? But me, I have no idea. Some people think I'm fully white. They're surprised to learn I'm half or 3/4 Chinese. Some people think I'm all Asian. Some think I'm Hawaiian. I have no idea. What's that, John? I agree with you, Ryan. It's the reason I feel the race labels are too strict. Well, I don't even like race labels, to be honestly. Like, if you're Chinese, you can only be Chinese and not 1/4 something or another. It's strangely, I kind of felt that when you're talking about the race labels. Here in Southern California, I don't feel them really. But when I worked and lived in San Francisco for like a year or so, or maybe half a year, I forgot. It was a ways back in 1991, 92. it's more race conscious there. At least it was. Maybe it's totally different now. But I felt like people there were identifying me as Asian more, and then like expecting me to like putting me like in a Asian box, which is interesting. I never had that before. Like growing up here in Southern California, I was just a dude, I was just a guy. I never really, it didn't really occur to me. But up there, it's like, oh, I'm Asian. Yeah, but I'm not saying it was a bad or good thing. It was just kind of a different feeling I had than out here, where I didn't really have to think about my identity much in terms of race. Again, I'm not saying it's good or bad. It's just it was a different experience. Yeah, I'm like you, Vin. I just feel like I'm a human. I'm just a guy, whatever. Boston, yeah, I remember when I was in Boston. I thought it was diverse, but it looked kind of segregated too, so it's still like that. I was there in the 90s. Did a lot of stuff in the 90s. What's that, Jokic? Hey, Jokic, your team won last night, right? I will tell you one thing. Those who hate will always find something to hate. Yes. In my country, we look and talk the same, yet they hate each other based on religion. Yugoslavia, war-torn country there. A surfer dude, yeah, I just was kind of like a surfer dude when I was growing up. John Steven, yes, that's my thing too. Why can't I just be a guy? That's how I feel now too when I'm in Southern California. I always liked when I was in Hawaii. I always felt like, I kind of belong here. I kind of look like the people here, That's why I'm kind of excited to live there eventually. What's that, Uncle? One time you went to Texas to visit. I was referred to as a white N-word in a campground restroom, probably because you had curly hair and looked different. Wow. So you got to experience as a white man, a very white man, a little bit of what racism is, Uncle. Wow. So, wow, even a fully white guy can get some racist from other white guys. Wow. Yeah, Kimberly, we're all kind of mutts at this point. America's a melting pot, right? Hey, V, what's that? I don't think race is relevant in most conversation. Not sure what you mean by that, but I'd like to hear more about that, V. Gwar, are you just trolling us? What is a guy? I'm a man with male stuff. I'm a dude. Like, why do we have to define that anymore? I'm just saying that's just how I'm just a guy, Your husband is updating you on how your Jokic team is doing there. That's cool. He keeps you updated. That's awesome. Hey, Professor, how are you doing? All right, let me stretch for 1 second here. Yeah, listen, I'm just a dude being a guy. Not ashamed, not proud, not bragging. Just saying that's just me. I'm a self-admittedly dude, straight dude, whatever. It's all good. Don't hate on me. I don't hate on anyone. It's all good. Yeah, Flip, I don't really talk about my identity all that much unless it's like some kind of issue, and I'll bring it up in the context of hate because I have experienced hate as an Asian dude. That's really pretty much the main time you hear me talk about my identity with relation to race. I make you chuckle, Ellison. That's good. I am a little funny, huh? Should I block War Baby? This is nuts. Identifying as a man is an insensitive viewpoint. I'm a dude. What do you want me to say? What would please Gore Baby? How should I identify myself, Gore Baby? What would satisfy your strict requirements? Robo, people don't hate vegans. People just don't want vegans to say they're better. Where does it say vegans are better? Let's take a look at Let's take a look at the definition of veganism here. It's a philosophy, a way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practicable all forms of cruelty and exploitation to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. And if you are vegan, you are better than all other humans, and you should announce that to these other non-vegans that you are better. I'm just making that. It doesn't say that. Like, where do you get this that vegans are better? Are you projecting? Do you feel guilty or something like that, that we're better than you and you don't like us to say that? Where do you get this thing that vegans say they are better? Because I've been a vegan activist here on YouTube for 10 years now, a little over 10 years. I've been vegan since 2010. I think you have a hard time finding a video, and I've made maybe 2,000 now, I gotta look, where you see me saying, I am better than you non-vegan people. You guys are beneath me. I'm up here on a pedestal, and all you lowly non-vegans are scum down here beneath me. Like, where does this come from? Is this our troll again? Did this just come back with a clever way for me to engage with them? I'm not sure. But if you have anything to say about that, where do you pick me vegans are good vegans? Pick me. What's a pick me vegan? Is anyone here a pick me vegan? I'm not a pick me vegan. I'm not sure what a pick me vegan is. A vegan supremacist. Maybe that's it, huh? What's a leftist vegan, Stickbase? Who is a leftist vegan, and how do they? What do they do? Maybe you don't have to tell me who they are, but maybe you can. But what does a leftist vegan do? I'm just kind of curious. That's a good point, Samuel. I mean, you don't hear me saying I am better than all you non-vegans, but if you want to analyze this philosophically through a lens of ethics, Samuel says, I lost your comment there. We are better in an ethical sense. We are better ethically. That is a fact. Why? Because what is more ethical? To have an animal killed for you or animals killed for you every meal, every day, needlessly? Because you don't have to do that. Needlessly meaning you can choose to not have animals killed for you every day, every meal. It's not necessary to kill animals to be alive and healthy and thriving and non-deficient and pro athlete if you want to be one, if you have the skill to be one. So yeah, in an objective sense, there is an ethical aspect to veganism that does seem to be a bit better, on better footing than killing animals every day goes. Pick me vegans makes fun of other vegans and aggress with eating meat. You're that same troll, right, Robo? You are that person that can't type properly and speak in a clear thought. Hey, buenos noches, mi comunidad vegana. Stick base. So these leftist vegans are the ones who practically scream at people for eating meat. Well, I know someone who does that, and I banned him from ever coming to my channel again, and he has more of a right-wing political point of view. He's like pro-gun, anti-abortion. Those are like right-wing things. I'm not trying to politicize. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not saying anyone, it doesn't matter if they're left-wing based or right-wing based or centrist. Anyone can be screaming at other people for eating meat. I don't think that has to do with your political persuasion. It has everything to do with your mental, psychological makeup. If you're predisposed to yell at people and fly off the handle and do wild, zany, crazy antics like that, that's not a political thing. That's just you. That's not me. That's just how some people are. So I don't know why you wanted to bring politics, particularly left-wing politics, into this. Anyone from any political background could be yelling at people and aggressively. And the one I'm thinking of definitely doesn't seem to have much in the way of left-wing leanings. Yeah, I hate politics too, Allison. I don't know why we had to bring politics into this, you know? Yeah, AJ Vintage. No vegan agrees with eating meat. Let's look at the definition again. Like, what is the confusing thing here? A philosophy and way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practical all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals for food. So how would a vegan say, oh yeah, eating meat's all right? I mean, that goes against the definition. That's all we ask for. You're against animal cruelty and exploitation, and therefore don't consume them. That's all veganism asks you to do. It doesn't ask you to lay down your life and kill yourself for the cause. It just asks you to not consume animal products. Yeah, I've never heard the term pick me vegan before. I'm surprised our troll has. Robo. Well, here's an interesting point. You finally brought up something we could sink our teeth into here. Normal, good vegans should be able to eat their vegan food. Like, what is vegan food? Like plants? What are you talking about? Normal, good vegans should be able to eat their vegan food next to their friends eating meat. Well, let's look at the definition. Does it say anything in here how you can't? How you can't go to a restaurant that has vegan options and non-vegan options and sit down at a table with them like at maybe Thanksgiving? Does it say that vegans are forbidden from doing that? No, it doesn't say that. I forgot to ding. Thank you. So if you want to sit down next to a friend or family member or loved one or whatever and join them at the same table, you can. There's nothing in the definition here saying that you're forbidden to, and if you do, you lose your vegan card or something like that. But likewise, you don't have to. If it offends you, and you have every right to be offended by seeing all these dead animals on a table next to you, don't go there. You have the choice. Is what I'm saying. Veganism is not about authoritarian fascism or anything like that. Some dictator doesn't dictate what vegans can or cannot do. If you want to share a table with your non-vegan friends and family, you can. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. It's your choice. Veganism allows so much freedom in there. Just don't consume animal products. You guys love the troll voice and the dings. JL, okay, here's your take. A pick-me vegan is someone who bends over backwards to be liked by carnists. Someone who doesn't stick up for the animals. Is that unnatural vegan? I don't know. Anyway, it's from Pick Me Girl, says VLAM. According to Google, is a woman who asserts that she is unlike and sometimes better than most other women in order to gain attention, approval, or validation from men. Okay, you guys know more than I do about this stuff. Oh, stick base. So who's the conservative screaming? Who's the conservative vegan screaming at meters? I don't really know how this person votes. I never asked him. All I know is this person is ardent supporter of having every gun you want in your possession and against abortion, and those seem to be right-wing things. So I wouldn't think I'm just saying, I'm not saying he's a bad person for having these beliefs. I'm just saying I don't think he's a left-wing vegan if he has those beliefs. What I'm saying, a left-wing person. I really would be shocked beyond all amazement if I found out that person was some kind of left-wing believer, considering those two areas. And he's also, I remember he's an Islamophobe too. So put it all together, I'd be quite shocked. And I don't take that lightly when I say Islamophobe. I looked at a conversation, a private DM conversation thread I had with him on social media, and I saw the Islamophobia in it. I go, wow, I forgot he said that way back then. I have it all in there, so I'm not making this crap up. And I'm not going to say the person's name. But anyway, again, yeah, if you're shouting at people, it has nothing to do with being left-wing, right-wing. It means you're a shouter person. What's that, sweet potato sister? I meet my partner when you met your partner when you both ate meat. I went vegan, but they still eat fish. Someone told me to leave him because they are not vegan. No, it's your choice. Exactly. There's nothing in the definition of veganism that says that if you have a non-vegan spouse, you must leave them, or if you went vegan and your children don't go vegan with you, you must abandon your children or something like that. No, it's about what you can do. It's not what others can do. You can't force someone to go vegan, and you don't have to leave them. It's not a cult. Despite my t-shirt here, veganism isn't a cult. You can live with people, have roommates who aren't vegan, family members who aren't vegan. You don't have to leave everyone and just hang out only with vegans. I mean, you can if you want to. If you want to form a vegan cult or live in a vegan cult, totally cool. I'm not going to stop you, but veganism does not ask you or require you to live in an all vegan lifestyle if you don't want to. Antifa, is this a real person or a troll? Antifa have guns and they're leftists. What do you say? Guns is not a left versus right thing. I'm sure there's Antifa people, whatever that is. Like, can you get an Antifa card that have guns? And I'm absolutely certain there's people on the right that have guns. I watched all the video of all the January 6th stuff, and yeah, a lot of guns and all that, weapons. Anyway, it's a gun thing. Who cares if people on the left have guns? People on the right have guns too. What is your point? Again, this is not a political thing. You're trying to politicize everything. Some people have guns. So what? Yeah, Heidi, I would strongly advise not having any coffee at this hour, especially for you on the East Coast. ML, do I love arguing, or why do I do these live webcasts? I do these live webcasts for many reasons. The most important one is this wonderful vegan community that I've been developing over the last several years. These are really wonderful people I really enjoy spending time with, and we talk about a wide array of issues that relate to vegans. Also, though, on these Friday night live streams, I politely invite those who are against veganism to come and give me their best shot. Tell me why you dislike veganism. Give me your best argument, your best example, and I will listen to you with an open and objective mind and give you a rational, evidence-based response. So if you want to call that fighting, that's not what I do. I'm not like these other vegan people who debate and fight and try to act the most alpha male and knock each other down and call each other bad names. That's not how we roll here. I'm a bit more sophisticated. I graduated in college with a degree in philosophy. I'm a PhD philosophy dropout. I took a year leave of absence, never went back. Meaning what we are about here is rational thinking, evidence-based thinking, critical thinking. So I apply my trained critical thinking skills onto anti-vegan arguments and see how these arguments hold up under the scrutiny of critical thinking. So if you want to characterize that as fighting, I don't think that's quite fair, and I think it's actually quite inaccurate. Cool. We've been vegan 11 years. Yeah, 12 and a half years here. Yeah, it's a personal thing. Yeah, it's a very personal thing. I get personally offended when I see a constant flow and stream of anti-vegan misinformation flooding the internet, giving people all these stupid ideas about what veganism is, and they're effed up, messed up ideas. They don't make any sense. They don't even understand what veganism is, and that's what I feel my thing is here on YouTube. That's my specialty. Sure, I talk about other things, but my specialty, my wheelhouse, is responding to anti-vegan misinformation. And what's special about these Friday live streams is that process can happen in real time, rather than like the videos I make once a week. That's not happening in real time. I'm editing it together, but this happens. You can see a real anti-vegan often on these Friday live streams come, and we respond to them in real time. And I take pleasure in that. Other people don't take pleasure in that. That's totally fine. That's just how I'm wired. You guys drinking coffee? I actually started drinking a little more coffee lately. Angie's kind of got me onto some of the flavored coffees. I haven't had any for maybe a week or so, but I'm drinking a little bit here and there. Usually decaf or half calf. I don't think I ever get a full caffeinated. No, I haven't done that. Yeah, Robo, we're gonna put you in timeout. I just keep seeing your weird crap here. What does that have to do with anything? You're saying, what does that have to do with anything? Yeah, B. Jokic, yeah, you see, as you said there, all these people seeming from differently, completely incompatible belief systems, pro-life, antinatalism, conservative, artistic vegan, all at a veg fest, all there unified, not by politics, but unified by our shared belief that it's wrong to exploit animals. It's wrong to be cruel to animals. Yeah, Stick Base is trolling too, huh? Where's Stick Base? Hey, Bill, have you been here a long time? Did someone get rid of Stick Base? Because I was about to block him. Why are we talking about Hitler for? Hitler's a known fascist. What are you talking about? He's a known fascist. How is he left wing? Is he like what? Anyway, gone. I should have blocked him. I think I hit oh, he's blocked. I hit timeout. I blocked him. He's gone. Stick Bass is gone. This is crap. Hitler, a person who killed how many tens or hundreds of thousands of Jewish people? That's a left wing thing. Bull effing s. Get out of here. Oh, you came in at 8, Bill. I'm sorry if I didn't see you. I was in the back of my mind. I haven't seen Bill tonight, and there's no Lakers game. Won't be a Lakers game for until late October, unless you count some of the preseason games. Let's see. Let's see what else you guys talking about here. How much water do I have in this thing? I know, Dion. Let me tell you how many ounces it is. Oh, I thought it would say on the bottom. What is this, like 32 ounces maybe, guys? What do you think? It's a lot of water. You fell asleep your whole day? I fall asleep all the time now, man. Not all the time, but I used to go to bed like at 1 or 2. Now I get tired like at midnight. Is it full moon tonight, Uncle, or do we just have a lot of weird people? Or both? Yeah, I think it's 32 ounces Super Bowl. Is it really full moon? Huh, I should ask Siri. What phase is the moon tonight?
Here's what I found.
Oh, come on, just tell me. It's 97% visible, I think. So yeah, near full. Well, maybe it could be an old result he sent me. Yeah, I'll just consider it a full moon. 97%, that's a full moon by any standard. That's funny, Uncle. I hope you're joking. Yeah, is it full moon, trolls? It was almost full yesterday. That's for all practical purposes full. Yeah, beat Jokic. This is serious stuff. This is why, if you're still watching Stick Base or whatever, let's read Jokic here, who's of Yugoslavia. He lives in Yugoslavia. Am I correct there, Jokic? Or from Yugoslavia. Your grandfather was in Auschwitz. I doubt he would agree Hitler was left wing. Haha, Nazis killed his entire first family, including 3 sons of 3, 6, and 9 years old. And that's why I blocked this guy. To come out and say someone who kills people like that tens of thousands of people because of their race. How is that left wing? What did I miss? When did all of a sudden exterminating people because of their skin color or ethnic background become a left wing thing? That's why I banned this guy. Okay, yeah, Jokic, you were born in Yugoslavia, and after the breakup, you ended up in Bosnia-Herzegovina. Awesome. So it must be pretty late out there right now, huh, Jokic? I mean, it's like, what is it, like 4 in the morning or something like that? I'm glad you're watching. Is it millions? I don't know, guys. My World War II era history is faded. Is it millions, guys? Please, yeah, don't take offense if I'm off by an order of magnitude or so there, guys. My bad. You woke up pretty early. Okay, that's good. I don't feel so bad then, Jokic, if you didn't really if you're not staying up late all tired. You got up, you're fresh, you're good. Okay, thanks, Uncle. So the moon will actually be 100% full in about let's see, about 9 hours from now. Am I doing my math right? Something like that. Los Angeles time, yeah. So 5:42, 9, 10. Yeah, it's about what, 7 or 8 hours. My math is effed up right now. Robo, no, Hitler was never vegan. It's bullshit propaganda. Misinformation. He had a butcher. Just look it up. Look up Hitler's butcher. How can he be vegan if he had a butcher? It's just misinformation that his propaganda minister put out there to make him look more cool like Gandhi. Nope, it was neither, Abel. It was neither vegan nor vegetarian. It was neither. It's just misinformation. It's weird how people will think they know that as some kind of fact, and it's just a well disproven piece of misinformation. Wow. Yeah, they want to portray him as kind. A guy who kills a bunch of people, he's nice. Don't worry about him. He's a nice guy. He doesn't eat animals. Okay, well, I'm not mad at you. I'm just mad that information still persists in 2023. You know, here we are, 80 years later, and it's still out there. Yeah, Super Bowl. Even if he was, let's just say for a fact that Hitler was somehow vegan or vegetarian. Let's just say that were true, which is not, but just say it were. That's not a gotcha towards veganism. Yeah, there's a-hole vegans and there's mass murderers and that are most horrible sociopathic killers are pretty much all non-vegan. So just say there was one that stood out, it doesn't debunk it. See, I'm saying the majority of the preponderance were not vegan anyway. So yeah, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't make any point, even if it were somehow strangely true. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, Bill. It's 15 million people. Wow. Okay, yeah, I shouldn't have threw a number out there. My bad. Good point too, dim stars. Clavo machine. Now, what are you talking about? The left-wing talking points? What are the left-wing talking points? I'm just kind of curious what you're talking about. They're funded by the same powers that gave Hitler his philosophy. Just follow them. What are left-wing talking points? I'm just curious. Yeah, angry vegan. Yeah, I hate that. The reason why I hate that is because people argue against veganism by saying, well, Hitler was a vegan. He wasn't, and if he were, it still wouldn't make a difference because that's just one idiot. There's way more meat-eating idiots. What's that, VLAM? Even if Hitler was vegan, which he wasn't, but let's run with this. Even if Hitler was vegan, so what? Isn't the logical conclusion Hitler is better than most people in terms of food choice? Oh, God. Good point there, VLAM. I didn't look at it from that angle. Yeah, thanks for showing me that one. Yeah, Liv Mercer is a flat out from one of Hitler's cooks. Was it his butcher? Who flat out said he was not a vegan or vegetarian. Yeah, it was political propaganda. Exactly. Robo, so you're what? Okay, now you're justifying effing killing people. Oh, they were just following instructions. No. Yeah, Bill, he's gone. He's gone, Bill. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, if I notice that our regular viewers are pointing at someone else that a person should be banned, I need to ban him for sure. Yeah, flip, huh? First of all, he was vegetarian. Second of all, he wasn't even vegetarian. So how can people argue this to be something to do with veganism? Because the vegan society didn't even have a definition for the word vegan until the 1940s, like after World War II, I thought. Yeah, good point. As I was saying, Jokic, all these serial murderers were meat eaters. They weren't vegan, but I don't see people taking that as an example to, let's see. I don't see meat eaters taking that as an example to not eat animals. Yeah, they were meat eaters. Yeah, I don't see people saying, well, Jeffrey Dahmer was a meat eater. I guess I shouldn't be a meat eater then, right? Yeah. Bundy was a meat eater. I guess I shouldn't be a meat eater then. All right, any more questions here? Getting to the point where I should probably end pretty soon, but I'll take a few more questions before I go and get my probably Panda Express for the evening. Yeah, VLAM. It's cute back in the days. Vegetarian was deemed cool, unlike the hate vegans get now. It was different, yeah. I remember back in the early days, like vegans and vegetarians really didn't get a lot of hate. It was just kind of recently, like since I started our YouTube channel, that I really noticed this rise in hate towards vegans. Yeah, there was one like killer, that was vegan, but so what? It's again, like I said, we're a cross section of humanity. You know, there's going to be like if we're like 2% of the United States, you would think 2% of mass murderers are vegan, right? It's like something like that. Anyway, Uncle. As a vegan, why wouldn't you iron a 4-leaf clover? Because you'd be pressing your luck. Leftover from St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, all of a sudden you think vegans would get praised by animal lovers, huh? But no, you can't love animals as much as we love them. Yeah, I think you're right, Bill. It had something to do with like these carnivore and keto people. They somehow find that we threaten their existence or something. The fact that vegans exist. Maybe we're taking business away from these grifters or something, or what we're saying, if people were to listen to us, that would put them out of business. Maybe that's it. So they make up a bunch of nonsense, misinformation, and here I am, 2023, still responding to more nonsense, misinformation than ever. Let's see, what have I missed here? Gore Baby, didn't I ban you or did I time you out? I can't remember. If you're back, be cool, okay? That's all I ask. All right, Clavo Machine, whatevs, whatever your belief is there, you're free to have it. I'm not going to mess with it right now. Yeah, good point, Live Mercifully. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest bit if these were ideas that the meat industry popped up. Hey, let's promote this all meat eating thing. No, boss, we can't do that. It's totally crazy. No, trust us. We can promote eating nothing but meat. You sure, boss? Yeah, well, let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's see what happens. And it takes off. Well, takes off sort of, right? But yeah, good point, Live Mercifully. I'm not too big of a stretch there. I'm with you, sweet potato sister. Yeah, how can you even think that's good? And let alone like good, like ethically, but they don't care about that, right? I guess you're being cool, Guar. Why you tell me that DR has 10,000 new photos online? Like photos of what? And why would we want to know about that? Just kind of curious. I don't know what he does. Ooh, Jesse, that sounds good. Went to a fancy Italian restaurant in Vancouver tonight. They were so accommodating and made us our own very special pasta dish. It was amazing. Awesome. See, it doesn't suck being vegan, right? Yeah, VLAM. I was thinking about that too. Yeah. Having read the recent expose of the beef industry propaganda machine in this 24-hour manned control center with all the computers and monitors monitoring social media flows of information. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised one bit at all. I don't respond to him, Bill. That guy's a troll. He's that same guy coming back. No, I didn't really have dinner tonight, Chavo. Yeah, I'm probably gonna order some Panda Express, as I often do after these live streams. Yeah, I'm lucky. My local one has some really good vegan dishes. They have this tofu eggplant dish, really nice. They have this cool sauce on it. No animal products in it. They have a chow mein, no animal products in it. And what's the other thing we get? The vegetable delight or something like that. It's like broccoli and some other greens. Pretty cool. So I might get that tonight. Yeah, Jesse, yeah, you're saying what I'm saying all the time. It doesn't suck being vegan. People think, oh, vegans, they can't go anywhere. They can't eat anything. No, we can eat all sorts of stuff. I can go to Panda Express, order a bunch of stuff, bring it home, be perfectly happy. Yeah, I did an instant ban there, sweet potato sister. Oh man, I wish I could find that article name for you, Jokish. Yeah, let's see if VLAM finds it for you. If not, let's see. Oh, there it is. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Thanks, VLAM, for pasting that article about big beefs. Climate messaging machine, confuse, defend, and downplay. And there might be more to it too. I've read about this whole command center they have monitoring all these social media feeds and seeing what's going on. They probably know about us. They probably know about our stream. They probably watch us and think I'm an enemy of their industry. Gwar, well, if I were at Subway and I saw the person wielding a knife into a piece of dead animal and they were going to make my sandwich right after that, I would say, hey, bro, because they're right in front of you. Like, can we get a new knife out there, please? Bethany, is this a cult? It might look like a cult, huh? Because I have this shirt on. What do you think? Do you think we are a cult here as vegans? Just kind of curious. Aldi 1K, being vegan is very dangerous. Oh, really? Tell me more. How is being vegan dangerous? Because I might eat too many bananas and slip on the peels and fall down and hit my head? Eric, you gotta go. Love you too, Eric. Come back next Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific. Hey, Country Fried Vegan. Sorry I didn't get to say hi to you too much tonight. Good night to you too. I'll be going in a second. But I want to hear how veganism is dangerous. I really gets me excited. No, you're flinging poop on the walls, Aldi. You said veganism is dangerous, and now you tell me plants don't want to be eaten. You're violating our rules here. Number 3, when trying to debunk veganism, I'll only discuss one of your claims at a time. You're flinging poop. Veganism is dangerous. Plants don't want to be eaten. Plants don't have brains. They don't know if they're being eaten. So if you want to... okay, no, they don't scream. Plants are not sentient. They don't scream. Plus, you're violating my rules here. I want to hear how veganism is dangerous. If you want to explore that, we can. But if you keep flinging poop on the walls, next one, I will ban you. All right, it's banned. Thank you, Uncle. G-War, baby. So I'm saying if I were starving, like my plane crashed on a desert island and I was facing starvation or death. I've said before, veganism doesn't require you to kill yourself. If you've, eat the plants first, obviously. If you're waiting to get rescued. I don't know why this happens to vegans. How come vegans are always the ones that find themselves in a life or death situation outside of civilization, no access to supermarkets or Instacart or liquor store or bodega, nothing. Just you in a desert island And that's it, you know. I've said before, my goal is to get home, so I would eat the plants. Right after that, I'd think about if there were nothing else left, and I started walking around the shallow waters and saw a bunch of bivalves, I'd be hitting up the bivalves. No question asked. No questions asked. If that meant me surviving long enough so I can get rescued and get taken home and Angie can see me again, I'm eating the bivalves day and night, no problem. I don't know what happened. To be completely honest with you, if there were like animals there, I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. I've never been in a life and death survival situation, removed from civilization, being on the edge of death from starvation. I have no idea how it would work out. I couldn't tell you. But I know for sure I'd eat them damn bivalves, no problem. Hey, thanks, Chris. Thanks for the cult member dues. Much appreciated. Thank you so much, Chris. That'll go to our cult fund so I can finally construct our cult church. Hey, Bethany. I don't know if I saw a follow-up question to you there. I'm 55 right now, and I went vegan in 2010, so it was in my early 40s. Hey, Heidi. Thank you so much for your super chat tips there, Heidi and Chris. Thanks so much for these last minute super chats. Much appreciated. They'll go to a good place for sure. Yeah, I went vegan 2010. Yeah, it would have been my early mid 40s. I didn't write it down exactly. We can do the math. I'm 55 and a half right now. Dion, you got to get going. I should get going too, Dion.
All right.
Good point, John. This is a good one. Question is, would non-vegans stranded on a desert island, eat tofu products and salads if that was the only option? Good question there, John. I like that. Let's see them stranded on a desert island, see how that would work out for them. Bethany, the hardest part about becoming vegan, probably I would say at first, was being able to figure out what to eat. Like how to construct a healthy, balanced, sensible vegan diet. You know, there's no such thing as a vegan diet. I mean, hell, you could just drink beer, eat kale and Oreos and say, I'm vegan. You know, that's technically vegan. It's not particularly good for you or healthy or sustainable. So just figured out what works. Figured out I should eat bunch of whole food plants, rice, beans, potatoes, vegetables, stuff like that. I tell me to go to Panda Express when this live stream is over, most likely, and get me some eggplant tofu dish with some chow mein and like a broccoli veggies thing. It's gonna be awesome. What's this, Jesse? When this cult finally comes into its final chapter, we will all sit around on a deserted island and decide who's going to eat who. Yeah, that's how our cult will end, huh? Heidi sent a super sticker. Wait, what's a super sticker, AJ? I saw her super chat. Right, I remember acknowledging Chris and Heidi for their super chats. Is there something else I missed too, AJ? Let me know, because maybe you saw something that I didn't, because you guys saw those weird hearts I wasn't seeing earlier. So let me know if I missed something there, AJ and Heidi. Allison, if you had access to 1,000 options in the supermarket, would you still eat animals? Exactly. That's how it works in the real world here. We all have access to supermarkets, unless you are trapped on a desert island. This is what trolls do, reductio ad absurdum, which is Latin for reduced to absurdity. Oh, I'm good? Okay. You saw, okay, we're good, AJ, Heidi. Okay, awesome. Just making sure there was something else I didn't see, because I don't trust myself right now with all these new hearts that you guys saw. Who knows what you guys are seeing compared to what I am seeing? It sounds a little different. VLAM, which snacks do I have when I watch the NBA? I really don't eat anything when I watch the NBA. I just, if I'm hungry and I want to sit down and there's like the fourth quarter meal, I eat a banana or some almonds and raisins and just sit down and watch the game. But yeah, I don't really have any basketball snacks. Yeah, mushrooms are vegan. Totally, Bethany. Yeah, we eat plants and fungi. Yeah, fungi are technically not part of the plant kingdom. Yeah, plants and fungi. Mushrooms, yeah, fully vegan. Yeah, reductio ad absurdum, reduce to absurdity. It's what I do often in my videos, actually. When I respond to anti-vegan nonsense, I show how absurd their line of thinking is. If we really do, you see me do that all the time. I reduce their arguments to absurdity. And I think it's one of the most potent, most effective ways to respond to information like this. Just show it's completely absurd. Like when they said, they're saying yesterday in my video, but all them oats, look at all, like 84% of oat crops use fertilizer and 14% use. I showed, I guess oats are the only crop that use fertilizers and pesticides. Not that. I showed corn, which is the most common livestock feed, how they use even more of all that bad crap. I reduced their argument to absurdity, and I showed them to be hypocrites in the process. Their argument's stupid. That's what I showed more than... I don't know if I did a proper reductio ad absurdum, but I just showed them to be hypocrites and stupid. Yeah, honey, not vegan. Again, if we look at the definition, we're against animal cruelty and exploitation. And in order to produce honey, bees going about their everyday work, life, producing honey, humans exploit them by removing their work and selling it. Even though you might not see that as bad as, like, say, slitting a cow's throat, and I don't think it's quite on the same level or anything like that, but still, if you live by the credo here of not exploiting animals, I believe, honey, if you look at the definition, if you believe it's wrong to exploit animals, and exploit means to use the work or another person or being's work to your own benefit, that's exploitation. And that's exactly what honey farming does, bee farming, whatever it's called. You have a feeling our leader will be well-fed? I'll be well-fed eventually. I don't think Panda closes for like another hour and 25 minutes. I'm good, but I'm not going to wait that long. Heidi, would I die eating the seaweed when I'm trapped on this deserted island facing starvation because of the salt water and dehydration factor? I have no idea what desert island these people have in mind. Bethany, I don't have much of a vegetable garden. I grow a few greens, not much. I can't live off of it. But I hope to be moving somewhere in the not so distant future where I can have a lot of different fruit trees. But right now, my yard is not good for that. I don't have a lot of good direct sunlight. Yes, happy Pride Month, everyone. I showed my post, my Twitter and Facebook post on my video yesterday. I thought it was relevant because we were talking about how vegans get hate and a lot of other groups get hate. Wanted to share my support. Yeah, John, I'm with you. Just hopefully when my plane crashes and I land on a deserted desert island, that there's a nice grocery store there. That's all we can hope for, huh? I wish, Robert. Now, I don't think I can afford Australia. That's just so far. No, I don't really have a Facebook group, but you can find Happy Healthy Vegan on Facebook. We do make posts there, but I don't think we made a proper group. But we have our Facebook page, Happy Healthy Vegan, the same name as this YouTube channel. It'll probably be a Whole Foods on the desert island. And also too, Bethany, you can follow us on Instagram, Happy Healthy Vegan. That's my wife Angie, she runs that. In fact, just subscribe to us here. She makes a lot of shorts, YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, little stories, whatever they're called. She does that. The more short form stuff, I do these more long form live streams, which are really long form, and the long form response videos that I'm kind of known for. But yeah, follow us. We make a lot of content. A desert island with a Whole Foods. Yeah, I'll take it. As long as I can, scan my credit card or my Apple Pay, I'm good. Yeah, a lot of their stuff's expensive. In fact, I think I might be going to a Whole Foods, whole paycheck, whatever you guys want to call it, tomorrow. I got to buy. I like the big oats there, the big quick oats. That's what I make in the morning. It's a big, huge one. I forgot how many ounces. Giant. So I want to get one of those. It's a good deal. And some of their things are actually a good price, and I think that's one of the things that'll get me going there. So you would love if we had a Facebook group? I'll think about it. We don't really use Facebook all that much anymore is the thing. Especially Angie, and she would probably want to be the moderator of that. You're growing salsa. Awesome. That sounds good right now. All right, any last minute questions, and I'll send you guys off into your nights or your mornings, wherever you may be, and your vegan cult leader will start seeking out his vegan dinner options for this evening. Like I said, most likely Panda Express. Let's see what you guys have here. If there's a Whole Foods, you're shoplifting, Bill. They get a lot of flack. But I said some of their stuff is actually a really good price, and other things are like overpriced, obviously. The bananas, I think, are a really fair price for what they are, high quality. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me, staying with me like 3+ hours here, guys. I can't believe I did that tonight, guys. Wow. I guess I didn't go as hard at the gym as I have past weeks, and I didn't. I played hard, but I've played harder. I didn't play basketball for 3 hours and 18 minutes like I did last Friday. Only 2 hours this time. So I learned my lesson. So anyway, guys, thanks so much. Make sure you watch my video from yesterday, the one I keep talking about all the vegan hates from the Daily Mail hate comments. Day before that, if you're a channel member and you missed out, make sure you watch the vlog that Angie produced for you guys. So that's sitting there for all our channel members. And if you want to become a channel member and watch our special content, just click the link in the notes, the show notes, or right up by the subscribe button. There should be a button that says join. And it's, I think for as little as like $1.99 a month, up to like $20, you can get, support us as much or as little as you want, but you get some extra perks, and it just helps us to keep what we're doing. We're not a huge channel. Every little bit helps. So, we appreciate it. And if you don't want to do that, totally cool. It's all good. We just appreciate you supporting us by watching us, being with us, communicating with us here. That's all I can really ask for. 24-hour marathon, Bill. Don't say that, man. Then I'll really have to start getting into coffee or something. But yeah, I just want to thank everyone. Seriously, thanks for making Fridays my favorite days of the week by far. It's like other people look forward to Saturdays. For me, it's Fridays. Play basketball, live stream, often some nice little quick takeout like Panda Express afterwards. It's a great little day for sure. It's not a little day, it's a great day by any standard. So anyway, thanks everyone. Thanks for our moderators moderating. Uncle, you're on your own for a lot tonight. Thanks for keeping, you know what to do, Uncle. You totally got it down. You know what kind of people we are on the lookout for and what to do with them. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks to all our channel members. Thanks to everyone. Oh man. I was supposed to promote one of our shirts to you guys, and I didn't tonight. Angie will be mad at me. She even sent me the link and coupon code. See, I don't even think about stuff like that much, I'm just here because I just want to be here, and sometimes promoting things gets in my way of stuff. So anyways, thanks so much. Much love. I will see you all next week. I probably have a new video to respond to. Thanks to you guys, so you'll see that. And back again next Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So whatever time it is right now, subtract 3 hours and 11 minutes, set your calendars, set it on repeat every Friday, and that's what we do. We chill out here and chat every Friday. So until next time, guys, much love, and remember, it doesn't suck being vegan.